You know that meme, right?
I've never seen that meme.
What?
That's funny.
The black guy with the chicken?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's funny though.
He just really likes chicken. So he's just
As humans tend
as
to
humans
like.
do, right? So he's actually part of a commercial for KFC, and
He's just dancing. And
they
eating
put
the
he was
chicken?
dancing to like whatever song they put on in the commercial, but someone overlaid Guile's theme with that. But in the way he's moving, it lines up with the song. So it's like da 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 da. He's like da 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 da. Yeah. Chicken, eating chicken. Okay. 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 So, do you remember what we were doing?
Yes.
Just want to make sure that. So, what happened
Hold on.
last time? All right.
We were going to talk to. Hey, Anna.
Whoa, it's fast. Welcome, Anna. We're
Please choose a supported game. Apparently, COD 4 is not a thing. Final Fantasy 15.
Did you put in like what's the title?
First playthrough Part 6 story missions and our Game of the Year contestants.
Okay.
Or contenders. Thank you.
Turn up the volume. We're loading a whole world here, okay? Yeah, give us some time. Like Skyrim time.
What is this thing? What is this little thing
I don't know.
down here now? Why is Twitch adding little gray boxes?
Alright. So, do you remember what we were doing?
Yeah, we just did Titan, and then it's a couple weeks after Titan, or like 7 days or something, and
Yeah,
we're
it was like several
going
days later.
to get like Ramu.
Mm-hmm. Or, yeah, Rama, whatever you want to pronounce it. Why are we doing that?
Rama. I should really get a viewer reward. Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
In fact, look in your mailbox. No, that'd be cool though.
Look over there.
We've had regulars before, but yeah, you're definitely the current regular.
Yeah.
No telling what waits inside.
It's especially special because you should be asleep,
Yeah, it's like super late.
right? Isn't that
Slash early.
Oh! That's jump scare.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking, so it ruined the mood.
Yeah.
Should be able to slip through.
Slip through. What?
Did you just slide?
I just slid.
Check this out.
It's too late, Claudio. I'm walking through this.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. So I've played through this game, right?
Yeah.
Rewatched the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Tight squeeze.
and I'm like,
Maybe for you. Pretty
this looks a lot like
easy for
this.
me, though.
There's sequences in the trailer where you're both doing this and crouching and walking underneath the thing, and I'm like,
At least if they're using the same engine for 7 Remake as they are for this, at least they're getting like their engine used more than once before they scrap it and get a new one.
Yeah, I know.
Keep
I
quiet.
mean, at least
What?
if they're gonna use a new engine, at least use Unreal 4 or something, right? Like that's what I hope.
Yeah, just use something that
That
so
already
you don't have
exists.
to develop another whole.
Yeah, please.
Just because that's you might not make enough money if you have to develop a whole engine.
Yeah, they're. That's the thing.
Hey, did you know that I'm on fire today?
Well, no big deal, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
not
that.
sure.
My wrist is cracked.
Ignis has that
I get it.
gesture. Ah.
I'm not sure if you guys could hear that on my mic.
Right here. Yeah, this is a scene from the trailer.
Guess we could crawl through.
Yeah.
Don't lose your head.
So, Mafuki,
Yes, Octo.
what have you been doing this week?
Nothing much. Just
it.
That's it! I've come up with a new recipe.
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 I can taste test for you.
Yes, Gladio, we get it.
Okay,
We
so
always say that.
nothing really. Just playing this.
Oracle Ascension coin.
I've been in post game for a while. I've been trying to get done post game done. New Game Plus patch is coming on Thursday,
Cool.
so I want to get done with post game.
That's cool. Woo! What are these bombs weak to? Woo! What are these bombs weak to? Woo! What are these bombs weak to?
You asking me?
No, I'm just making the same question over and over, so
I
I keep
see.
getting hate. But I'm like grossly over leveled, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, over leveling won't be happening anymore. I'm doing story stuff.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't worry too much about it. I did watch DSP play this game though.
How'd that go?
People would disagree with me, and I understand why they would, but I just think that he's a character.
It never ends.
He's not a real person. Like that's not how he actually is. Because there's no how. How can you be
How do
that
you-
bad at something?
Well, that and how do you live your life being that annoyed at everything all the time?
Right. Like he.
Well, I mean, like Lobo's not very good.
He went. I didn't really watch him Beyond. Is he not good at it?
Lobro?
Oh, Lobro.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I
Like
thought you
Lobro is not very good.
Right.
So like,
Yeah, but he doesn't like complain with devs and stuff like that. Like.
no, he's like it's
Right.
something I'm doing. Yo, hey there, imps.
Like, so he goes into this dungeon
Shouldn't take long.
underleveled, and he's complaining the whole time that he's getting beat around, battered around. Right? He's not holding the dodge button. He's just like trying to hit things. Gets knocked down, and he's like, I can't hit him. Right?
Broken melee mechanics.
And then I think the chat tells him like the mission that you're on. It tells you a recommended level. He reads the thing. It says it's recommended level is 45. But it's right here, so I'm gonna go do it. So he's like 10
So it's
levels. It's like
his
10 levels
fault.
above him. He gets in the dungeon and he won't stop complaining about how hard and dumb everything is.
Yeah, you know.
Like, and he goes and he guess what? He goes in with no heals. He's like 3 Phoenix Downs and like 5 potions.
How do you even not have heals in this
But
game?
what I'm saying, he just doesn't.
I have so many
So
heals.
this is why I
Got 93 potions.
right. This is why I think that he's a character because he does things that that intentionally are wrong, are just wrong. You know, like you figure he would know better about XYZ, but he just doesn't. You know, like
Yeah, maybe.
if you even looked at the recommended level he did, he says, "Oh yeah, this is level 45. I'm level like 32. I can go in here anyway. It's close." But so don't you go in there, sure, but then don't complain if you're getting wrecked,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 'cause it was your choice to go in there.
Yeah, it's just so.
He might be a character.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
I mean, like, other angry people, that's a character. Like Michael from Achievement Hunter, that's a character.
right, exactly.
He's
So-
not that angry.
So-
like, it's just, it's
Yeah.
like a super heightened version of what he is.
Right,
You know what
Thieves'
I mean?
Way.
Thieves' Way. That sounds cool. Because it's a thief. Thieves are cool. In real life and not in real life. Not true. Accessory exclusively for Noctis reduces MP cost phasing. Lame. Lame.
All right.
Lame. So
And then after him getting wrecked in the dungeon for an hour, he's like, "Oh great, I died. I wasted a whole hour in here."
am I going backwards?
Well, yeah, because you're going, trying to go in the direction of the arrow there, right? So he complained about that, and then he's like, "Just forget it, man. Like, the game, this game is like the worst combat I've ever played. Like, it's like the worst thing ever, and it's like the only good part of this game. So just forget it. I'm just gonna go and go through the story because it's the best, it's clearly the best part of the game, right? And I'm like,
Think we can fit through there?
he's got to be trolling.
Gotta try.
It's like, I like the story in this game, but people have been saying that's like the worst part. And it's
Oh,
like,
whoa! Well, could it be the worst part of like the game, but the game's still good? Is that what people are saying?
yeah, that's what people are saying, yeah.
Okay.
But he was saying basically the opposite of what everyone else is saying.
Is that the story's good and combat sucks?
Combat sucks, yeah.
That's weird.
Which kind of lends
Combat does not suck.
right, which lends to the whole idea that he's a character. He's doing things that are intentionally like backward. Anyway, that's my view on it. He might be a real guy, but I don't know.
Well, if he's just a character, he's doing a good job.
He's doing a very good job
of really, like, making people think he's not a good, or that he's not a character.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that was the same thing that was happening for a while with a gun channel on YouTube named FPS Russia.
Right.
I'm not sure if you've ever heard of FPS Russia.
You have mentioned them before.
Yeah, and he was just this guy who's like, I'm FPS Russia and I shoot guns.
Right.
And there is another Call of Duty commentator. In FPS Russia, it wasn't Call of Duty guy.
Right.
FPS Kyle was a different guy who was a Call of Duty commentator, and he was like, guys, this isn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. This is completely different. I'm a separate person. And then FPS Russia would make a video and be like, I'm not FPS Kyle. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who you're talking about. And all of FPS Kyle's friends would be like, yeah, it's not him. I don't know what you're talking about. Comes out a little bit later, and he's like, yeah, I made FPS Russia, and that's me. But
He's just like putting on an accent?
He's putting on an accent, and he's like, I'm still going to...
What does it sound?
I'm still going to pretend that my baby, you know.
What was that?
It's Naga. Bye, Prompto. Good knowing ya.
Hey, you alright? Over here.
Well then.
Yeah, Prompto's dead.
Well.
Good thing we didn't level him.
Brother, are you
did.
okay?
No, I'm not okay. This place is literally the worst. And why did it have
But
to
he's
be
like,
a
yeah, I'm still gonna
snake?
do, like, on FPS Kyle's channel, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna still
Mm-hmm.
pretend that FPS Russia is his own person. Because it gets more views that way, and it's more funny if it's an actual Russian guy blowing
Right.
stuff up, and it's
Right.
not an American guy.
Yeah, so it's like, how is that? I was saying, he might actually be this much of a mean person, like a DSPN mean, but just things that he says and does just feels so contrarian to everything, you know? I don't know. You know, it's like back in the day when, like, everyone used to just, like, their whole deal was they would make a video of them playing a scary game and doing, like,
Yeah,
you know,
doing
like,
PewDiePie.
right, like, that was their bit. Like, maybe this is what DSP's bit is. That's my theory, but I have no idea.
Don't just stand there.
Anyway, you said you were gonna mention, you said, hey, Mafuki, and I have to do with DSP talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shall we get into it now?
Yes, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, so Mafuki and I wanted to talk about our like Game of the Year stuff. Basically, put on a little reward show, award show.
More podcasting kind of thing.
After we saw Easy Allies do it, because we thought that was funny, and we should do a similar thing to get our 2 cents in there, because we're not going to have, you know, the same opinion as other people. I know your opinions on video games are very different than just the mass majority of casuals and stuff like that,
so to speak.
And just like, you know, you're not the guy that goes out to play Madden or Call of Duty each year or whatever. So I've come up with some different
categories here.
Some categories. So the categories. Are we still in battle?
Yep.
The categories are going to be best shooter, best RPG, best remaster. What is this? That's a Hobgoblin. Best DLC, best indie game, best exclusive game, best demo/beta/alpha, most surprising game, and then our GOTY, which is Game of the Year, and then we have some personal stuff to say at the end.
Yeah, so this should be the most of the stream, I think. Not discounting, not including like
Glows in the dark.
story things that happen.
Yeah, maybe
So-
it'll really depend on how fast we
Yeah, I guess so.
we come to an agreement. So let's start off. Shall we start off with stuff that's just like, you know, maybe we should just start off with like best exclusive.
Okay, just start
So
off with that.
the nominees for best exclusive,
For us.
for us specifically, is now I didn't play two out of these. Actually, I haven't played 4 out of these,
Right,
but
yeah.
I know the accolades that people have given them. So is Uncharted 4,
Okay.
Quantum Break,
Quantum Break.
Ratchet and Clank,
Better than good.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Pokemon Go. I threw on there.
I see.
So I can make an argument for Uncharted. That game's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That game has fantastic storytelling. That game has fantastic animations and fantastic graphics and fantastic game feel and game world and lore. And the shooting feels good and the climbing feels good. And you know,
it definitely feels like the sort of the bar for like
Indiana Jones games.
Indiana Jonesy, adventure-y kind of games.
Adventure games going in the future, action adventure games.
Action adventure games.
Hey guys. But like if I usually hate when a game is like, hey, this guy has a brother that he never talked about in the other games. But by the end of the game, I was digging Sam. I thought Sam was awesome.
Yeah.
So.
And I was fully expecting the ending to be different than how it was.
Yeah, me too. I was expecting.
Given the trailer and all that.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah. So yeah, no spoilers on any of this.
We're gonna try to not spoil.
But you know, unless the game's story doesn't matter.
Yeah. Pokemon Sun and Moon would probably be my pick of best exclusive of the year. Based on that list, there are other exclusives maybe that we forgot, but based on our list,
those were the major ones that I grabbed.
Sun and Moon. I love Pokemon. It did.
I just know it. Show yourself already.
Cool
it. It did a lot of things that hadn't been done in Pokemon yet before. It streamlined some other things. Right now, my team is EV training, and I'm not even playing the game. There's a function.
That's great.
Yeah. They put a system in where if you like level up your this special island called like Pokemon Pelago. It's a little special island that you can send your Pokemon off to that are in your box, and they can EV train while you're just have it closed in sleep mode. So it takes a while. It's slow. Like only after a couple of days do you guys have proper EVs, but you don't have to grind or worry or do anything at all. You just have to set it up and then have it go. That's nice. The unconventional nature of gyms and the Elite Four and stuff, like it's very different in this game, but also it's still the same enough to do that. They added in the past you had to have gotten event Pokemon, like special legendaries and stuff from different events by going over to this EB games or they go over here, right? The last event Pokemon was just like go to this website and scan this QR code. Okay, here it is, and there you go. That's the Pokemon.
That's great.
In the event. It's nice. Lots of little like quality of life issues because Pokemon is already a very controlled and very nice and good system, a solid system. But so they made improvements on that. So they now show you if you've maxed your EVs or not, and what the maxes are. The way items are organized and the way that also like there's actually like boss fights in the game. I don't want to spoil it, but later on in the game, near the end, there's a fight that's not even a Pokemon.
See, I told you.
It's just a monster.
There she is. That's her. Do something, Noct.
It's Goofy Skull.
Oh, surprise skull.
Oh. Do I know where?
Do you? Do you think you know where or no?
Okay, so we're gonna kill you now?
Oh,
Yes.
that is. It's disgusting.
Alright. Yo, I fought a giant level 53 freaking Cobra. You're gonna be nothing.
So there's a lot of good things about it. If you like Pokemon, it's like one of the best of the franchise so far right now, like of the main line of the series. Excellent.
I'm assuming this fight was supposed to be very epic and very hard, but I'm just waiting.
It was for me.
Hold.
Because you luckily dodged her smoke. That she turns you into a frog if she gets you with smoke.
Oh, okay. You're a horrible creature. I'm gonna kill your baby when I find it too.
What was she talking about?
It's me.
That's the last runestone.
Oh. There was a little more highlight after that, but it's okay. It's fine. You had the gist of that. It's just like, I don't know what she was talking about. That was the last round. So yeah, so I gotta go with that. Pokemon, great series for me. And oh wait, yeah, Luna spoke to Ramu, entreating him to help Noctis. And yeah.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, like I said,
This is it. The power of the storm.
the different astrals have
More
different
fire and brimstone.
Some gods are friendlier than others,
yeah.
I guess.
modes and stuff, and some are just like, yeah, I'll help you.
Poor Luna.
Huh.
Perhaps you'd better console her in person.
Just a boat ride away.
Yeah.
Lose that scowl along the way.
Will do.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna go talk to Luna? Awesome. That's what I want to do.
Hex Theon, those are 6. The God 6 Stage main this.
So Shiva, Leviathan, and then 2 others I didn't read.
It would be Titan, Ramu, Shiva, Leviathan, Bahamut, and Ifrit.
Hey, it stopped raining.
Guess
we control the weather
finally
now,
got
bro.
Sick of showers. Up there, it's huge.
Lightning bolt.
Way bigger than the last one we saw.
Oh, and now a phone call.
The Regalia's back.
Hey, Highness, about your car.
Yeah.
Well, I found her, but she's out of base.
Oh.
Now, I can handle barrage folk, no problem. But sweet talking the Empire? That'll take some doing.
Don't worry about it.
By sweet talking the Empire, do
We'll
you need
figure
me
it
to
out.
stab them?
You sure about that?
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Later.
This is not really a game where you can talk your way out of situations too much.
What? You can't talk to her like that.
So
I
prompto.
just did.
Yeah, Ken, I just did.
And did she have any choice words for you?
Yeah. The Regalia's at an Imperial base.
Oh boy.
Guess that just
Claudio,
leaves
give me some room,
one
buddy.
question.
When do we retrieve her?
I'd say now.
Okay. You practice drill on the Royal Arms?
This is nothing more than conjecture.
I'm
but I
doing
suspect
this
that
right now.
ship was due to
I did the same thing. I mean,
far earlier.
No, it's
you
the wrong
do a
thing.
push on.
The thunder and lightning must have slowed it down. There's a chance they intend to transport
think you have a juggler right now.
Regalia back to Niflheim.
No.
I don't think you rented. Yeah, because it would say if you had a rental.
But
Ah.
that time is running out.
Okay, gotta find a rental area where we're just hoofing it.
So, yeah, I'd say Pokemon Sun and Moon best exclusive out of the list that we have.
We gotta confer on this.
Okay.
And I really think I've played Pokemon before.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Uncharted is a better video game.
Okay. Doesn't do it for me. Pokemon is a game I already like, and then I made improvements to the things that it was kind of not so good. Then it has a solid it has a storyline in the main game. We fight bosses that aren't even Pokemon, like a storyline there. Some of the best character development in Pokemon series is in the main game, and then I haven't actually even got to this part yet. In my playthrough, but there's a post-game storyline as well, where the government wants, because you're the champion now, they enlist you to fight off the Ultra Beasts, which is super cool. And then there's these extra-planar beings that threaten the islands. So it's like 2 storylines in this game. It's great. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, like, you know.
Well, I mean, one of us is gonna have to budge because we only have 2 people here. So
Well, we just have our picks.
We're gonna have 50-50s.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to
Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? I thought.
No, we were supposed to debate. And
Isn't that what happened with the allies?
Pick one in total. No, they debated and then they just came to a conclusion with 1 for overall.
Calling is only a set of guiding principles.
Well, hopefully it'll guide him into taking down the Empire.
Because I don't think we'll ever really agree on most things. Then.
I'll give you Pokemon Sun and Moon for this one.
Well, no, I mean, I'll give you Uncharted
Wait.
for this one because if you think that
No. You think Pokemon's a better game? That's fine. I'll give you Pokemon on this one. We're gonna there's gonna be some give and some take
all right,
with this. Is this a new recipe? Ah.
No.
Okay, so next category. So that'd be best exclusive Pokemon Sun and Go. Congratulations. Did
Good
it.
job to Pokemon. You did a good job. There's more coming in the future as well. What I hear.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to best indie game
All right.
of
Best
2016.
Indie Game 2016.
The nominees are Inside, Banner Saga 2, Darkest Dungeon, Enter the Gungeon, Mighty Number 9, and Sultan Sanctuary. Now, I don't know about you, but we can cross off Inside and Banner Saga 2. And Mighty Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
We can cross those three off. The three we're left is with Darkest Dungeon, Enter the Gungeon, and Sultan Sanctuary. I know where you stand on those.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I love Darkest Dungeon and I love Enter the Gungeon, but Sultan Sanctuary was something special.
Sultan Sanctuary, out of those picked, I think that's the one I actually had like legitimate fun with. I played Enter the Gungeon, I played Darkest Dungeon, I just didn't care for them that much. Whereas Sultan Sanctuary was a very, like, it got sort of the Castlevania Dark Souls thing right a lot of ways. Not a big fan of the art style, but
What is this thing?
it's a Kujata.
Without any kind of plan?
Crush the opposition. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and kill this thing.
I never fought
Oh!
it. But yeah, Sultan Sanctuary has tons of builds. It's great. It's like a Dark Souls game, but it's like 2D, very Castlevania-esque, Igavania-esque. Especially in light of the fact that we were looking for,
My bad.
I've been looking for an Igavania game for a while now. It's nice to have that as an option. And now it's also on Steam now. And
Jimmy, I framed
yeah,
that
I
roll.
saw that. It's on Steam now as well, so like there's probably a few cheat engine things and stuff for it. Which is very good.
My bad.
Storyline was a Dark Souls storyline, so it was like stuff that you don't understand. And yeah, all in all, I mean, I thoroughly enjoy Sultan Sanctuary. Whereas the other ones, they were fun to look at and fun to kind of play for a bit, but yeah. Thoughts?
You know, it's a Souls-like. I love Souls.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem. Oh, I have no problem giving this category to Sultan Sanctuary. My runner-up would definitely be Darkest Dungeon, and then my third would be Enter the Gungeon.
Right, I figured that. I would say,
Jeez, dude.
I'd say first Sultan Sanctuary, then like a distant like second and third like together. It would be like Into the Gungeon and then Darkest Dungeon.
I'm surprised Darkest Dungeon's even on there for you. Is that just because the other stuff is like? I'm surprised like that didn't that got beat out. Mighty Number 9 didn't beat that out.
That's true. Actually,
Hey, don't overdo it.
No, we're Mr. Nice Guy.
it's true. You have to be
Why is everything gone dark?
because it's triggered the summoning.
Oh,
Right. You can have the option of summoning the thing or not.
okay.
So yeah,
Sultan Sanctuary, best
for
indie
game. That
Best
beer.
indie game. Summon.
My bad.
I'm
have to
holding
hold
it. I'm holding it. Oh, there it goes. Whoa, looks cool.
This is sort of the reason why I'm like, you know what? They were like, we don't want to put too much magic in the game because it's a fantasy based on reality. I'm like, Titan can like pick up a huge plot of land and just throw at somebody.
Yeah.
What are you worried about the realism of the game? You know what I mean? And then this happens to the Earth itself. It's not dead. But, so, it's kind of like one of those, like, that's an excuse, you know what I mean?
Jeez, I hate creatures that they just move and it hurts you.
It's a big bull, man.
Gladio's
It's
hurt.
a big cow.
No!
Nice.
Time to book.
So, yeah. What are your picks are for your picks are. What's your picks for the next category?
So the next category is going to be most surprising game
Mm-hmm.
of 2016, and the nominees are Final Fantasy 15,
Mm-hmm.
Sultan Sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch,
Right.
XCOM 2,
Mm-hmm.
Doom,
Right.
and Darkest Dungeon.
Okay. I would say the most surprising one out of those
Most surprising one out of those
would be
for me.
Overwatch for me, I think.
Overwatch was definitely a contender, but for me, it's got to be Doom.
You knew this game was going to be good. I remember when you watched the E3 demo, you were like, "Oh, that looks good."
Yeah,
You were
but
saying that.
yeah, but with the the posts, like with Bethesda being like, we're not releasing early copies for reviews because we want everyone to play it at the same time. I was like, oh, so you mean it's bad now?
Mm-hmm.
And then not even knowing that I wanted that type of game anymore.
Right.
It was such a breath of fresh air. It surprised me how much I liked it.
Right.
Because I thought it was going to be fine, but like get boring after a little bit, and it did not get boring. It was that 16-hour campaign, the first go-through, was some of the most fun I've had playing a video game this year.
Jeez. I mean, your picks are your picks, but there's no way that I would think that was the case for that game. But that's just not the kind of game I like, the kind of genre I like. But
Well, I mean, you would also play that game and then take it out of your disc tray and run and put it under your bed.
In your
never
bed,
look at it again.
yeah.
Never look at it again.
yep, and purposely not look at it, lest it give me nightmares. Okay.
So that's my main
So-
pick, with the backup probably being Sultan Sanctuary and then probably Overwatch.
Right.
Because Overwatch also caught me off guard with how good it was.
Soul Sanctuary was not as surprising as Overwatch. Overwatch was like, for me, it was most surprising because I went from, look, I never have played a first-person shooter that I liked, and then Overwatch came out, and I was like, oh, this is actually all right. I mean, there's a few things that they've done recently that I don't like that makes me like it less, but it's still a game that surprised me immensely. So I will have to give it to Overwatch as the most surprising come behind a game of the year, like for me. I'm sure there are people who are participating in it, lots of people, but I sure wasn't.
Yeah, I wanted to give it a try, but I was like, it just looks like a more colorful TF2,
Yeah.
which I play.
Right.
So I was like, whatever. And then it came out, and then I played it, and then I was like, wow, this is really good. Switch out this for some magic. Oh! Good damage. Okay, so
Yeah, so I say Overwatch, you say Doom.
I say Doom. How far down is Doom for you? It's probably pretty far
Pretty
down,
far.
right? Yeah.
But I don't want to just have my picks here. I mean,
No, but it's going to be ones where we have to, come together on. So, like, I'm fine with Overwatch. I mean, we're saying our personals, but then it's, like, also
right.
what is your favorite as well, so...
Yeah, alright. And, yeah, when it comes to 15, I was expecting it to be okay. So it wasn't that surprising when I liked it, so...
I just could have seen how 15 could have been not great. It was stuck in development hell for a while.
Yeah, and that's, like,
Yeah.
it's a bad spot for it to be in. But, yeah.
Alright, most surprising game of 2016 is Overwatch.
Overwatch, Russ?
Overwatch.
Right.
2016. So what? Okay, so this is next category is best demo / beta / alpha, and
Okay.
the nominees are the Neo beta, Resident Evil 7, the Midnight Hour demo, Call of Duty's beta, or the Doom demo.
Wow, that was
But I couldn't think of any more betas. Oh, and the Platinum demo.
Platinum demo, yeah. Okay, so you figure my pick would be Platinum demo, but it didn't really show off too much. I gave enough for a feeling, but here's how the game could work. but it was a little bit limiting, and it was just mostly. I felt like it was more of a tech demo than it was a demo of the game, so I wouldn't go with that.
One shot.
Let's see. So. The Neo Beta.
Neo Beta was fantastic. Neo Beta made me so jazzed to play that game.
Wouldn't be the same
Right.
without you.
That game went from I have no idea what this is to I want this now.
Right.
Love the Neo Beta. Can't wait for the full release.
Use your tech bar while you got some people alive.
Agnes! Everyone regroup.
Right here.
Whoa! What else was there? There was the Neo demo.
There was the Neo demo, there was Resident Evil 7, and there was the Call of Duty beta.
We've had a lot of fun with the Resident Evil 7 demo. It just got really tiresome near the end when we kept
Trying
having
to get
watch that tape over and over again.
Yeah, trying to get the perfect to get the dirty coin.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely without a doubt Neo Beta. Neo Beta. I could have played the Neo Beta if it had like 4 more levels
Eyes peeled.
and was like $30.
Right.
That'd be a full game for me.
Hmm.
That game was amazing. Like I probably put more time into the Neo beta than I did to some full games this year.
It was definitely a very surprising demo. As much as I
It
didn't,
had so much.
as much as I didn't really care for Neo, I gotta admit that it did a lot of good things as far as betas go. It showed off all the mechanics of the game. It's like here's it is, and they were actually willing to say, okay, well, we have our own goals for the game, but here's what we're gonna do, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I give it to Neo. I think.
Neo. All right, we're starting to get to let's go with let's leave the couple heavy hitters for last.
Yeah.
So.
We'll leave that for last.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. So let's talk about best DLC.
That's DLC. Okay.
Now I didn't play a ton of DLC this year.
Neither did I.
I played so little DLC this year that I could only think of one thing to put on the list of stuff that I actually played,
I probably could think of only one thing too.
and that is Ashes of Ariandel.
Yep.
And I liked it. It was short, but I liked it.
Yep.
So I have nothing else on the list because I couldn't think of anything else I played this year.
Yeah, we tried to model our list after Easy Allies, but we only have.
I don't play WoW. I don't play a
WoW.
lot of stuff that they
I
play.
don't play Final Fantasy 14, so there's no. I'm not even sure if Heaven's Word even came out this year. I don't think so.
Yeah, that wasn't on their list. So.
Yeah. So. So yeah. Well.
I get
Ashes
Ashes of
of
Ariandel,
Ariandel
best
is,
DLC 2016. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
are gonna be like, "Where's Blood and Wine?" I don't like.
We'll
Witcher
get to
3,
that.
So.
We'll get to that for sure, certainly, right?
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the best remaster.
Best remaster of the year.
So the best remaster of the
I can't
year.
believe it's even a category now. Can I just say that?
I know, right?
It's even a category.
Best remaster. The nominees are Modern Warfare Remastered, Skyrim Special Edition, BioShock Collection, Resident Evil 0, Final Fantasy X and X-2, and the Duke Nukem 25th Anniversary.
I'd actually be willing to give this to Call of Duty if only. Here's the thing about 10 and 10-2 that makes that probably the best remaster. Okay. Back in the day before patches were a thing. Oh, okay, no, it's fine. He didn't heal or anything. Back before patches were a thing, what SU did for like 5 or 6 years, they would make a game, and then they'd make an improved game, and only release it in Japan. So
That's lame.
That happened with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, with Final Mix. Final Mix is the revamped, improved, like patched version of the game. Yeah, because they didn't have enough money to redistribute it to America back then. To North America. Good job.
There goes all my magic.
A+ in time, apparently.
Wow. All right.
So, and then it happened with 10 and 10 or 10 and 10 2. Happened with Final Fantasy 12 with the Zodiac job system. A number of games like that. So in 10 and 10 2, the remaster, we actually got the remixed patched version that only Japan got. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we got like a dozen extra post-game bosses that weren't in the original of 10. We got an extra sphere grid that was remodeled and reshaped to be a different experience. On the PC version, there's the ability to, if you want, to toggle on a thing that lets you start with 99 of every sphere.
Yep.
Every like sphere stat.
I'm sure it's also open to modding now as well.
Yeah. For example, even though they also gave you the ability to fast forward in fights, they couldn't figure out, because of the way that they programmed the game, when they originally made it, there was no way to make cutscenes skippable. They just couldn't make them skippable. Someone modded in a skip function.
It's good.
It crashes the game sometimes, but it's a mod that generally will work to skip cutscenes, which is just mwah. That's what that game needed really badly. There's lots of cutscenes in that game. 10-2.
Thanks.
The game, we get the full game. We get two to three extra dress spheres, which are like the job classes.
Yep.
You get 2 or 3 more job classes in the 10-2. You get a few new optional bosses, post game bosses, and you get a monster capturing system where they put in where you can,
Like from World?
yeah, where instead of playing as Yuna, Riku, and Pain, you can replace any party member with just monsters.
It's cool.
That's a lot of content.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff.
A remaster.
Yeah, I would argue against you with Modern Warfare Remastered, except it was the same game. The only difference was the glitches were fixed.
See, I want to give it to
Because
that game because it's the game that you wanted. And
Yeah,
glitches were fixed.
But 10 and 10-2, that's fair. That's fair. They added in a whole bunch of extra stuff. Even if it was already in Japan, getting it over here would make it the best remaster. I mean, you could argue Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem got an entire new level set by the original designers.
That's pretty cool.
Resident Evil 0 is just it's just that, but prettier. BioShock is just that, but prettier.
Yeah.
And Skyrim is just a legendary edition
It's just the version
with
we pretty much
up-res.
have
So
with mods.
I actually got to say, between all those on there, it's between 10 and 10-2 and Duke Nukem, just for stuff that they added.
Really?
Just for stuff that they added.
Because I think that's how I would judge.
Yeah.
Remaster. Like, what did they? Put
I'm not
in the
just
game?
saying that which one I like
Yeah.
the best, because that'd be Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah.
But which one is, what did they do to this remaster to make it worth me buying it again? It's
Right.
not just the same game. So yeah, I'm fine giving that to 10 and 10-2.
Yeah.
As long as because that is more stuff than adding an entire new chapter.
Right.
into
It's
Duke
an
Nukem.
entire new systems in that game.
But apparently the new new chapter in Duke Nukem is one of the best chapters that's ever come out.
For that game
For
series.
for Duke Nukem's game
Right.
series, which is impressive considering
Yeah, I mean,
that they
considering-
actually got the guys from 3D Realms back to. All right.
All right. Yeah.
That they got those guys back to to really hone their craft. That's a shield I'm running through, isn't it?
Is it like a detection thing, maybe, or maybe you're just in enemy territory now?
Real nice here.
That happened for you too, right?
This foggy effect, yeah. I just didn't know that it shot out when you got close to it. I just turned around and it was already shooting. So.
Okay. Yeah, so best remaster 2016, 10-2.
Yeah, just solid.
job.
So much content.
Good
there.
job, good job. Now let's go to my category, the category that pretty much I'm the only one talking, and that's best shooter.
Any plan of attack?
Say your
I'll
prayers.
circle around.
It's the stealth section.
Make for soft mock.
Doing it. Doing it right now because I'm excited to stealth.
I mean, it is like Zelda style stealth.
But it's
you
still
realize.
stealth, yeah. So the nominees for Best Shooter of 2016. I'm also going to be breaking this up into multiplayer and campaign. Is Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare, Doom, Far Cry Primal, Overwatch, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, and all of our favorite games, Battleborn.
Yes.
I put Battleborn on there as a joke.
The good game that no one plays.
So I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm not even gonna say anything because it's just like it's. If you've played them, you know that's just the way it is, and that's Doom has the best campaign and Overwatch is the best multiplayer this year, without a doubt.
Titanfall 2?
Titanfall 2 has a fantastic campaign and a fantastic multiplayer, but
Oh, I mean-
Overwatch's multiplayer is too solid and Doom's campaign is too solid.
So unfortunate.
Titanfall 2, the game that no one will buy because EA killed it.
That's what I mean. It's like
What is this?
it came out.
This warm peach juice?
It's chicken soup.
I don't see no
Sort
chicken
of.
in there.
Well, it's but it's hard to see chicken in chicken soup, isn't it?
Depends on how chunky your soup is.
I guess so. Yeah, it's a real shame with Titanfall 2 because like I'm not a shooter guy, but you know what? It's a cool idea to be like, you know what's cool? We'll do a first-person shooter in a mech, and then first-person shooter when you're out of the mech as well. Like, that's a neat idea.
Yeah. Titanfall
It
2
looked cool.
is a fantastic video game. They improved on Titanfall 1 so much, and I am so upset that no one's going to buy that game.
It. Yeah.
I really hope there's a Titanfall 3 because it's great.
Nice work snapping this.
I know,
Oh, that's
right?
cool.
Yeah, that's good. See that one.
Really?
See that one. See the one where there's a bunch of them
This one's
together.
pretty good.
Oh.
I know. I dig it.
So,
Yeah,
best
so-
shooter campaign, Doom. Best shooter multiplayer, Overwatch. Good job. You did it.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say Overwatch. And based on what I saw, I feel like Titanfall 2 would take it. I prefer it probably over Doom.
Doom's
One of my first
campaign is longer, and there's no down moments there's very little down moments in general in Doom because it's Doom.
To infiltrate the base unnoticed.
But it's very fun.
We learn all we can about the base's design and attempt to narrow down the regalia's location. I'll analyze what intelligence we have available to find us a way in.
Sounds good, Specs.
All right, we're gonna get our wheels back.
Yeah. So I'm alright with that.
Whoa, that's cool.
Undaunted by the Emperor's imposing technology, Nodus and his retinue risk everything to break inside Arkale stronghold and recover the stolen regalia.
That's like straight Star Wars Stormtroopers right there.
A little bit, right? Yeah, I can see it.
Speaking of Star Wars, Rogue One was good.
Oh yeah, I never asked you about Rogue
It
One.
was very good.
Yeah.
I had some issues with it. I can't really talk about because spoilers, but
Spoilers, yeah.
it's good. I had pretty much
Our
like
goal
2
is the
issues in the entire
regalia.
movie.
The last thing we want is to engage an entire garrison. Avoid detection at all
Why?
costs.
We could kill them real easy. I got
Before it gets
99
like
potions.
that.
Indeed. Even if it means leaving the task unfinished, we withdraw before we overstay our welcome.
See, I'm alright with that. I would say Overwatch again is like the most surprising thing for me. It's the only shooter that I actually really resonated with. Even though I'm still not like a gung ho type player. I'm still like, yeah, it's good. I would play it.
Together on my signal. Until then, hold position.
Yeah.
3,
So alright with those picks.
Why are you counting it down, Ignis? You can't even see him.
1.
Okay.
On train bases, yeah, instant kills happen with warp strikes.
Now.
Shank. Cool. Shank. Cool.
You're in fine form. Keep it up.
Earn 10 AP, jeez.
Yeah. So you can just not sneak, but you do get some nice AP rewards for sneaking.
I'm assuming my sneak is broken if I'm put into a searchlight.
What?
Searchlights.
Yeah.
We're clear. Tread warily.
All right.
All right, so you know what? We're gonna take a break from the From what's it called?
This is MGS right here.
Yeah, it's because it's 2 MGS and I need to play it.
And like, oh, there's like a mech, there's like a Metal Gear here and stuff. And it's just soldiers.
Kind of floated there for a sec.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, that guy glitched.
armor.
Don't want to.
Oh, that's Magitech armor in this game?
In this game it is.
That looks so cool.
Yeah.
If we keep to the shadows. Right.
Alright.
Yeah, there's different iterations of different little variations on their
Quick roll.
designs.
Target the blind spot. One hit, one kill.
One shot, one kill.
Oh, yeah. This is such MGS logic of like huge like super loud kills, but it makes no noise. It's like sing,
That's true.
like stabbing metal into concrete, and it's just completely silent. Okay,
Hey. You might get stuck here.
what's in the building?
Oh.
Reflex enhancer. Where's the power for this laser grid? Okay.
You might get stuck here because some lights aren't searchlights,
Oh, great.
just so you're aware. So, my first thought was, okay, I shouldn't step in this light, right? But it's not a searchlight. So,
Alright.
yeah. So.
I mean, it's not moving, so...
Yeah, it must feel. It just felt a little weird to be like, okay, I'm in the light, because, you know, I was just told to stay in the shadows and stuff.
A Magitech generator of some
Magitech
sort.
generator.
It would explain why the troopers in the vicinity.
I love how they look like
are
medieval
strong.
Templars, but with Star Wars
Place
rifles.
Spare
Yep.
us the sneaking around.
The risk is too great. Finding the regalia comes first. Not a sound. You'll alert the enemy.
Got it.
Man, why can't everyone help me with this?
You're the one who can warp strike.
Yeah, you don't need to warp strike a man to kill him.
No, it's a good way. If it means
So, just,
it's just showing how OP you'd be as an infiltrator if you
Can I
had.
do this? Am I invisible when I do that?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I am. Let's go all the way up here. There's
So,
gotta
like,
be a dude up here.
You're. I mean, we want to talk about like fantasy fighting league, right? What about if you were Noctis and you're trying to infiltrate? Like you just warp strike around to kill people.
Boop! Boop! It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoops.
This is more up my alley anyway.
Okay, well, I didn't know what their cone of vision was like. Why does that not kill? Oh, it did kill him, actually. Guys, there's a dude shooting back here.
Let's
Done with this riffraff.
Why'd you guys run to me? See? Warp Strike, still insta-kill.
Yep, you're good.
That's for wear.
Alright, back to sneaking. You call yourself an MGS player.
Yep. Why can't I just warp over these lasers? Because the other guys have to come with me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, alright, invisible walls. 13 had better hitboxes than this!
Lol.
Oh, there it is, look at that.
There's the old girl.
There's the old
That would be
girl.
why it didn't let me circle.
Sore eyes.
And none the worse for her time in Imperial hands.
Oh!
Boy, would your face have been red. Well, someone up there probably manning the lights.
Probably. Uh-oh! That was all the stealth?
Our new
For this section, yeah.
Aww.
regalia.
There's more later, but
I really thought that missile was gonna hit the ground. Alright, time to last giant.
Yeah, I guess that's how you take out the MAXs. Nice.
One last push should suffice to finish them off.
That was way faster than I expected it to be. Hey, you! This is an automatic one, dude.
Stay sharp. It isn't over yet.
When will it end?
Want it to end? Fight more. Whine less.
Not a turret!
They'll take out the enemies nearby. Let them do the work for us.
Where is it? Okay, where is it?
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, they're there somewhere.
No, point where... Yeah, there. It's not up here. Woo! But I could just do this.
Yeah, you can just do this. You're fine. Actually, I think on my file, the turrets glitched out and they couldn't hit anything.
Great!
Like I would shoot them, but they just wouldn't hit anything. Boop. Hold your fire, soldiers.
We have to make this fair!
Take your turn. Clip them.
Is there a reason they're not shooting at me?
Actually, I don't know why they're not shooting at you. They should be. They
I-
shot at me like crazy.
Like, typical Prompto, he did just go down and they had to save him. Even when he's not in combat. Oh, there you go. This is what you get for shooting at me. Up! Up! Come on! The Warp Strike is one of the coolest mechanics.
It's a cool mechanic. I like it a lot. Well, it helps to balance out the fact that, you know, if your enemy's far away, you don't have to like run to him. You can just be like, "Woo!"
We'll take out the
Yeah.
generator and all enemies in the area. Noct, focus your efforts on the generator. There's a chance doing so will weaken the MTs.
Why do we need to weaken the MTs?
Alone. Go to town.
Go to get the post game.
Sir.
Why don't we just pilot an MT?
You can't pilot MTs. They're like, I don't know.
Unmanned?
Hmm?
Are they unmanned?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, just tear out the AI section, and there's probably like some controls,
Fair game. Hold nothing
right?
back.
That's how that works.
Right.
Have it kick the enemy off balance.
Oh, Stormtrooper, Magitech guys.
Yep. That's another thing. Stormtroopers are cool, and they get a bad rap for always missing. The Stormtroopers are cool.
They're cool.
They have cool armor. Also, I broke that man's foot.
You did. Boom. Holy cow.
This part's making me feel really powerful.
Yeah. You're taking out the whole base. Thunderbolt still using Thunderbolt.
Arden should be terrified.
Alright, closing in on the generator now.
I'm coming. It's gotta, like, not go this way, apparently. Just gotta go over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like sneaking into Groznygrad.
Yeah.
I was about as this stealthy the first time I did it as well, so...
Mm-hmm. It was me.
Serious business.
A handful indeed.
It's okay, we're like level 40, so like 20 levels higher.
What else?
We'll be fine.
Let me attack this dude. Come on. Yo, guys, I understand. I couldn't see any bullets coming at me because the camera was so far away. Alright.
Yeah, talking about Fantasy Fighting League, like, Noctis is pretty powerful. He gets more powerful by the end of the game, too.
With his summons, be so powerful.
Summons, and he has Armiger.
Yeah, just stand there. Did you just self-destruct? Okay.
This is basically the point of the game where you're
Supposed to be summoning?
yeah, like the first time you'll summon is here, is right now.
Oh, jeez!
I guess it's a tutorial kind of summon like thing.
Okay. What's shooting at me? What's shooting at me?
For a fight.
Oh, probably this guy, huh? The guy that's too big to get underneath the thing.
I didn't notice.
Also, if you shoot him in the open barrel, it does max damage.
Oh, wait, you're like blowing off his arms and stuff, his appendages. That's pretty cool.
It's got a slow firing on this gun. And hey
Oh,
there, buddy.
hi!
Let me introduce you to my friend, Turret.
Quickly, aim at one of those, like, at the rocket and stuff. So that's actually really cool. I actually didn't know that. You can make him not unable to do certain things with his weapon systems if you blow him up. There's a model that comes later in the game has this really annoying like air raid thing. He shoots this thing into the air and then like it just rains bullets down on you. It's really annoying. And what I should have done is just blown that part of him up. Didn't even think to do that. Oh man!
I don't think he has any weapons anymore.
Okay, this is good. This is working. It's actually working for you. I couldn't hit anything with it on my playthrough.
But when he's like there, it doesn't hit him.
No quarter.
Yeah, no. I was like aiming it.
Don't die on me.
Yeah, I couldn't. Those wouldn't blow up when I tried to.
Whoa! What? Why? What did I do? You just doing it?
Yeah, you're supposed to summon him, but it's like forget it. We're doing it anyway.
He's like, listen, I wanted to help, but I'm gonna help. Alright, bye Ignis, Gladiolus, and Prompto, they're all dead.
No, because they got picked up too. Looks both ways. I don't know, but is it realistic though? Is the thing. I mean,
I don't know, man.
how everything is now
Scorched earth.
Scorched.
Dude, that was hardcore!
And it did the trick. The place is dead.
Rest in pieces. Come on. Let's grab the regalia and split.
Oh, that was him despawning. I was like, what
Yeah.
is this glitch?
All right.
Warped
Piece of
wings.
cake, huh?
This part is.
Inadvertent though it was, we dealt the Empire
No,
a
that was
crushing
actually
blow
really easy.
today.
Yeah.
The Marshal will be pleased to hear of this.
If I don't even get, I might not even get a level for that. For that entire base.
I like
Possible.
the sound of that for this sort of thing.
Oh, there's a thing!
There's a base, we go in and bust it up.
Bust it.
Bust a base. Whatever, I'm calling it that. You don't have to.
I won't.
Seems a bit
I won't.
flippant.
Why not go for something a little more epic?
Because I thought of it first. So that's the name. Bust a base. Get used to it.
Easier said than done.
Where do I
To
go?
where the regalia is.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think the prince who can warp would get killed by chain link fences.
Well, you can warp through chain link fences only if you can,
Point warp.
point warp to it.
Which makes no sense.
What do you mean? Why?
Because why is point warping any stronger?
Because it lets you go through things.
Hold on. Have an idea. Okay. No, there's an invisible wall!
And now I'm injured. Go
Well,
left.
might as well play some music.
So.
Alright, we can probably go back to categories.
Yeah.
Best RPG.
Now here's what I shine. You shine out shooters, I shine RPGs.
Here are the nominees for Best RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 15. Dark Souls 3. Deus Ex. Mankind Divided.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Sun and Moon. Darkest Dungeon. Sultan Sanctuary, Bravely Second, and World of Final Fantasy.
It's too hard.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I'm definitely not doing that, by the way.
I figured you wouldn't.
I'm gonna give it to Dark Souls 3.
Okay, and you'll elaborate after this cutscene.
Guys?
Hi, I shall be your evil guy for now.
Ravis. You receive the storm's blessing, and yet you know nothing of the consequences.
Watch it.
Be still, all of you.
Not good.
Heir to a crown befitting no other. Witness his splendor and glory. All hail the chosen king.
Awful high and mighty for an Imperial rat, serving the enemy to hunt down Luna.
I do not serve, I command. The king's sworn shield.
You better believe it.
A weak shield protects naught.
Oh, geez, he's strong. Okay.
Hey! Wanna go? Let's do it.
Should the chosen fall, that too is fate.
I'd say that's far enough. A hand, Highness.
Not from you.
Oh, but I'm here to help.
And how is that?
By taking the army away.
You expect us to believe that?
When next we meet, it'll be across the seas. Just so happens we have business of our own with the tutelary deity, don't we? Fare thee well, your majesty. And safe travels.
You guys know that guy?
Ravis Nox Fleuret, first son of Tenebrae, and elder brother to Lady Lunafreya.
You ever notice that Noctis is vaguely Asian?
Yep, he is a big Asian. I did notice that.
The Imperial blockades of Discayan roadways.
Oh, newscaster! Thank goodness, we can listen to the top 30.
All related facilities erected around the region. The provisional government of Insomnia anticipates increased traffic congestion along most local highways, and encourages all citizens to refrain from any unnecessary travel for the time being.
So help me figure this out. That was Luna's brother?
The High Commander himself. Wartime makes for quick promotions.
Even a son of Tenebrae can rise to the top.
But why would he want to lead their army?
Who cares?
Certainly formidable enough on his own.
If Ravis wants power, I'll give him a taste.
You have the main character.
Yeah, so we got Arden pulling the armies out of the blockades for this area. So now another part of the area game is open to us. Ravis,
introduced as a villain.
As a villain, the brother of Luna. Right now is antagonistic toward Noctis. For reasons that might be explained later, but if not, I'll just explain them. If you miss some dialogue or miss like a book or something, like a radio thing. Yeah, and the questions are like, why is Ravis antagonistic toward us? Why did Arden pull out the army from off the blockades? How is he able to do that? He's not the Emperor. He's the Chancellor.
It's because he's a good guy. Looks both ways.
Maybe he is. Maybe that's why he's helping us. Oh. That doesn't remind me. So, I played the rest of the game now.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, okay? What do you think about betrayal? Are there going to be any betrayals in this game? From the party?
Oh, you mean like Ignis betraying us or something?
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
Nah.
Really?
Iris, probably.
What? Why Iris?
It's definitely not one of the 4.
Not one of the 4. You're sure?
If it's a betrayal, it's gonna be a fake betrayal or a betrayal for a reason, and the reason will be to further Noctis. These guys are two bros, too much, too bro like.
I'm saying maybe.
No.
Or not.
No.
I mean, no, it's fine. Anyway, so go ahead with the next thing.
Okay.
Okay, like, so no, we
best RPG, man.
Right.
It has to be Dark Souls 3. It is Dark Souls.
I would agree.
The third one.
We're gonna and at the end of this day we're gonna agree on that.
Okay.
Because we're both gonna agree that that's the best of the.
And then the
however,
second best one is probably, Deus Ex or Darkest Dungeon.
No. Here's the thing about like
you really like 15.
I really like 15. I really like World of Final Fantasy. I really like Bravely Second.
You really like Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Like, here's the thing: is when I played World of Final Fantasy, it does so many things so right.
Yep.
Okay, like, I love 15, right?
Yep.
There's only 3 elements. There's only like fire, ice, and lightning.
Yeah.
You got all 8 in World of Final Fantasy. In 15, I'm not sure why they decided to do this, but the summoning system, I'm not a big fan of because they're really powerful, and they usually only show up when you're getting your butt kicked, right? So, functionally speaking, the summons in 15 work like the super guy from the newer Super Mario games, where it's like, oh, are you sucking? Here you go, here's a freebie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not satisfying to me at all. The summons in the previous games they're a strategic component of the game. They're not like super uber powerful, but they're powerful enough that you can use them, and that's part of the whole game. And some of them don't even do damage. Some of them do cast buffs or dispel or whatever, right? You can use them to take a hit sometimes. If Final Fantasy 10, summons are a separate party member. You can summon them and they can interact with things, right? So that's a problem I have with summons in 15. Well, in Final Fantasy, there's a myriad of the summons in that game, and you can all control them, and they all have their unique power, unique signature moves and ultimates and stuff. And you can stack them in ways that are really interesting, and you can do really complicated, builds and things. I think at the end of the day, if we're both going to try to agree on best RPG of the year, it's going to have to be Dark Souls 3. Because I love Dark Souls 3 a ton.
Yep.
And so what's next?
And so do you. So we're going to agree on that one. I'm just going to say that love Pokemon, love Bravely Default, Bravely Second. The battle system's amazing. Job system is one of the best systems ever. But I'd say World of Final Fantasy does the most things right to me.
Even over Dark Souls?
Not over Dark Souls, maybe. I don't think so. But, so like I said, I'm already set to pick Dark Souls 3 as the game RPG of the year. But, World of Final Fantasy it looks nice for me visually. I like the look of it. It plays amazing. It's like the best turn-based game in a while. Oh.
What's wrong?
I let you down. I never made it to Kayem. The Empire came while you were gone. None of us said a word about Noct. They just showed up and then... Poor Jared.
As the grandfather character.
Okay.
What do you mean? What happened to Jared?
There was nothing we could do!
Not right. We should have been here.
We were fighting a Kujata and we just lost track of time.
I couldn't stop them.
But I won't let the Empire get away with it. They'll pay for what they've done.
Probably turn the music down a little bit in this cutscene.
Believe in you, Prince Noctis.
You think this is bad? You wait. This is actually not that bad at all.
I'm taking Talcott, and we're going to Kayam. We can't just stay here and do nothing.
I understand.
What's in KM?
Kayam has the hidden like harbor where the royal family used to use. That the royal family used to use to get around.
None of those are good enough.
You mean bad enough?
Nightmares. Nice to see that he is normal and does not sleep with his socks or shoes on. Whoa! Pre-rendered.
Pre-rendered.
Is this from Kingsglaive?
Nope.
This is cool.
Yeah, it's
more
well
gunplay,
shot.
please. We need some guns. Need some like good gunplay with ADSs and stuff. What was that? Why is there a dog? Oh, that's the dog's taking stuff to Luna.
Oh!
You don't kill a man's dog. Why was my dream so high res?
Well, you know dreams are vivid, right? So.
Yeah. Hopefully that was not a vision of the future.
Beneath the Cape Kayam light of the south of the Klein region lies an underground harbor. It has long served the Lucian royalty, and even now, a vessel once owned by King Regis lies at anchor there. Following his father's footsteps, Noctis heads for the ship.
All right.
Because they need to get to Altissa. Because they need to entreat the favor of Leviathan.
Sure.
Because that's where Luna went next, as Ignis already said during one of the conversations. So yeah, I would say Dark Souls 3, best RPG of the year. However, it kills me that World of Final Fantasy is so good as a turn-based game and how tactical it is.
Yeah.
And it's ATB, classic ATB. And you know what? I bet there are people who saw the art style and were like, I love Final Fantasy several days later.
Several days.
Yeah.
I can't let her go it alone after everything that went down. It'll be a squeeze
all
in
right.
the car, but just for a while.
All right. That's fine.
Shall we then?
Yeah, I don't want to keep Sid and Cindy waiting. They're fixing up the boat as we speak.
We ought to thank them.
Actually, Jared's the one we ought to thank.
Yeah. He really thought of everything.
This is the part of the game where I left Iris standing here for like 20 hours or so.
Filled her up for you.
Thanks.
I didn't talk to her for 20 hours because I wanted to do other side quests and stuff. But
all right, well, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Stand there for 20 hours. Hold on. This is doable now.
No, it's the red X's on the roads.
It's not doable now. This is not doable now. This is doable. This is doable. This is doable.
Up to you. So anyway, I have a feeling like people looked at World of Final Fantasy and were like, I love Final Fantasy, and all the classic combat and all that.
Let's get this show on the road.
But I don't know. The chibi look isn't doing it for me.
Yeah,
and they just like didn't.
I play Final
it.
Fantasy. I don't play Kingdom Hearts, sort of deal.
Right, and it's like you missed out on like the best Final Fantasy game. It should have been a mainline Final Fantasy game. It was just like the classics, but with, dare I say, even more complexity and more like tactics involved. There were times in the game where there were there were things that I did that I didn't really do in previous games. Like I used all my tools, which is great.
Really reminds me of home.
It sure doesn't look like any of the cars you see around here.
And it's a lot roomier too. I can't imagine trying to cram 5 people, including Gladdy, into one of those things. Have you ever ridden in one?
Can't say we have.
There was barely enough room for our luggage. Thank goodness you guys could give me a lift.
Think the others made it to Kayam all right?
I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
So yeah.
So it's Dark Souls 3 then.
Dark Souls 3, but I'm saying it's not.
It's not an easy
close.
choice.
It's not an easy choice.
Okay, well, let's move on to personal lists. I'll go first.
Yep.
I'm not going to do personal top 5. First, I'm going to do a good thing that we thought of, which was games that you're just indifferent about. Games that everyone else cared about, but I just don't.
I'm like 90% sure.
Right. Games that the gaming community were hyped about, that if you're a gamer, you should like this game. Everyone talks about it.
And I just don't care.
Yeah.
And this is in no particular order, but I'm going to save the best for last.
Okay.
I didn't care about the Skyrim remaster.
Ah, that's not on my list. I didn't think of that.
I didn't care.
Yeah. No,
It was whatever.
Yeah, I hear you. You can do the same thing with the original Skyrim plus mods.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what else I didn't care about? Street Fighter 5.
Pleasure.
Really?
I didn't care.
You're the only one that drives?
I can drive. And so can I.
It's not like Iggy's the only one who can drive. He's just
the only one we can trust.
Wow, are they that bad?
Not bad at all, right? Right. But there's no way the big guy's taking any chances with his little sister in the car.
Another game I didn't care about, other than Street Fighter 5 and Skyrim.
What Street Fighter 5? What happened?
I'm just not a Street Fighter guy. But like everyone's like, if you like fighting games, you like Street Fighter. I'm like,
I mean, it is kind of like.
I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy.
I'm okay.
So I'm just, I'm just not. I'm not really that big of a deal. Or that's not really a big of a deal to me. Like Street Fighter. I'll even play Killer Instinct before I play a Street Fighter. It's just whatever.
Interesting. Okay.
You know what else I don't care about?
What?
The Witness.
I saw that game and everyone was excited about it, and I liked was happening with it, and then about 6 hours in or so, when I watched someone play it, I'm like, wow, I don't understand this game anymore.
Oh, great. Another floating fortress.
Let's pull over.
Knocked.
Relax. We've got this.
Oh.
But
We're just gonna infiltrate another fort?
Yeah. We can stop by the old Stalin here.
Cool. You know another game I didn't care about?
Okay, then why did you care about The Witness?
I just don't care about line puzzles.
Taking matters into
not even into like the little like the parts about how like the island itself was itself a puzzle.
I just don't care. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Okay.
You know what else I don't care about?
Okay.
I don't care about The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine.
Knocked. Only fools.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
That's like sacrilege in the gaming
Yeah.
community.
I at first had it as most disappointing, one of my most disappointing things, because I didn't want that to be made.
Right? Okay.
Because I didn't like Witcher 3, but you know, I just at the end of the day, I don't care. You play Witcher all you want. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what Blood and Wine does that is better than the main game. It would have to completely change how the battle system works and all of that in order to make it worthwhile for me. So I don't know.
Surprised to see him this far out.
It's not for me. I don't really like
number
it.
5.
Those aren't conquering numbers.
Likely building a supply line, it would be
No.
But I could get 99 elixirs.
You don't have any money though.
But I get 99 elixirs.
If you want to. I would not, because you need it for other things.
Fine.
You need a buffer.
Looks can be deceiving.
beat them once. They won't make
Let's
it
get
easy
this up to
time.
there.
And neither will we.
Okay, you know what else I didn't care about?
Yeah.
I don't care about The Last Guardian.
Interesting.
I just don't care.
You mean the masterpiece according to Brandon Jones?
Yeah, I just don't care about The Last Guardian.
Did you care about the Shadow of the Colossus?
She's a big girl.
Not really.
Fine.
I mean, like, it looks fine to play. Never played it.
See, it's a matter of what you value in the game, right? So like,
Isn't exactly a
it doesn't control super well, and it's kind of janky.
What is this fence for?
Back on the road.
If there's just a huge gap here.
Someone forgot a link in the fence. Well, don't worry about it, okay? So yeah, people were like, "Hey, it's The Last Guardian. It is a game that's gonna like blow you away." But all I'm ever hearing from about it is that it's just janky feeling.
It's got weird controls.
And
I don't even care about that. I just don't care about it. It doesn't look like it's a game for me. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't care though. Yo, is this a sneaking section? I mean, kind
Oh,
of.
it was until you triggered the battle music. There you go.
Nothing to it.
Cool.
Okay. So those are your top
Those are my 5, yeah. Those are my 5. Just one more time, that's Skyrim, The Last Guardian, Street Fighter 5, The Witness, and Blood and Wine. I just don't care.
Okay. My 5. No particular order. Games that everyone in the community said that I should care about, but I just don't. I see everyone play, but I just don't care about it. First pick was Blood and Wine.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, you like Witcher 3 and how amazingly incredible it is? Get ready for how good Blood and Wine is. And I'm like, I didn't like the original one. I mean, if you like it, you like it. There's no accounting for taste.
Want some?
But, yeah, it's, like I said, unless they're gonna, like, fundamentally change how the entire game plays, it's not gonna be anything for me. Next up, I had The Last Guardian.
Yep.
Once again, the most important thing to me is gameplay. So if your game doesn't play well, it doesn't do what I want it to do, I don't really see the point in playing it.
Maybe I'll pick it up when it's way cheaper. And maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, maybe. But there are exceptions. Like, I've played The Walking Dead, Telltale Walking Dead. You know.
I did it.
Yeah, there you go. And so it's not like I'm opposed to stories. And my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy VI. Because not only does it have good combat, but it has a good story too. So it does everything good. Right? So I'm not saying that I don't care about story at all. I'd rather have a story than not a story.
This sounds like you're having
but
fun.
if you tell me your game has janky controls and isn't very nice to play, but it's got a good story, I'm like, okay, I mean, okay, you know.
Find the base commander and take him into custody. Targeting Metal Man will yield little in the way of reconnaissance, but Bones bend easily. We'll split into 2 groups of 2. Prompto
Man after your own heart.
I know, right?
Generate a diversion.
Nothing wrong with little torture.
Making a scene's what I do best.
Noct, are you prepared?
Of course I'm prepared.
Operation
You know who I am?
Commander is go.
Alright, so what's the next game?
Alright, next up, I know that you will disagree with this one, but indifferent to game that everyone says is really good, Darkest Dungeon.
I like it a lot. It's not, apparently not everyone says it's good. I've just
a game
come
that everyone
to recently know that it's split. It's like 60-40.
Really? Because everyone that I'm seeing, I've seen play the game, and it's like almost the next Isaac.
Well, I mean,
at this point,
the problem with it is like everyone praises it for about 20 hours.
The insolence of that up-jumped mercenary. And there is still no word.
He's walking like his armor doesn't fit him.
Such behavior
Yeah.
besmirches his Radiance's good name.
That's our target. Let's follow him. Seize him on my signal. Stay hidden till then.
I will seize him.
I wasn't. Yeah, as you just saw from that little tooltip there, I was not a big fan of this mission because it said that if you could get caught, you instantly fail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really my cup of tea, but it's alright. It was alright because it's like Zelda stealth, so not too bad.
Are you telling me to? Oh, okay, I see now.
So Darkest Dungeon, yeah, it's a game that everyone's kind of like, they're almost like Isaacing, like compared to like Binding of Isaac, how like it's like a game you play over and over again, and you love it for 20 hours, like you said. But I don't care for it at all. It's a
roguelike, so if you like roguelikes,
yeah,
you can really get behind it. It's like a long form roguelike, which is not a thing that usually happens.
Mm-hmm. Next up in different list, number 4, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I didn't care about Pokemon Go. That was another one that was almost on my list.
Mm-hmm. I love Pokemon. It's like one of my favorite. It's close to a perfect series.
It's no mere coincidence
but
she and I meet wherever I go.
It's
claims to trust her as a person. Hollow words from the mind. Who goes there?
All right.
There's a time to fight and a time to flee.
I don't think it's a time to flee. Did you see how easily I wrecked that entire other base? I can summon gods.
Well, that's part of the summoning problem in this game. That there's no strategy to using them because they only show up when they want to.
Yep.
That's what it's. People were complaining or were talking to me about this. I was disagreeing with people on the forums, like saying like it's so cool how like they're actually like have their own, personality or whatever. They'll show up when they want. But in a practical sense, for a gameplay perspective, it just means that you can't use them in any practical, like, strategic, tactical way.
Yeah.
Because they either show up when they want to, and you're already winning the fight anyway, or they're like, "Are you doing badly? Here you go. Here's a freebie." And I'm like, I don't want a freebie. I want to beat the enemy with my own abilities.
Yep.
Here's like a free nuke to the enemy, and it's like I don't want that.
I'm no man's fool. He sent Highwind to watch.
And someone's like, and then people were like, "Look, there's so."
You were past him.
There's a time to fight and a time
I did
to
this
flee.
last time and it worked.
This is the latter.
But they're like, "Oh, but they're so powerful. You can't just summon them whenever you want." I was like, "Well, make them less powerful, so that I can actually use them in a strategic way rather than just them nuking everything."
Nah, boring.
No. What's boring is you just one-shotting all the enemies I'm fighting. And
didn't one-shot that giant bull.
To top it all off, yeah. Well, that's different. But to top it all off, you can't even choose which one you want to summon. At least that should be an option or something.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. That just sometimes you summon Rama and sometimes you summon Titan.
And it's just not. It's not interesting because they just do whatever. Anyway, Pokemon Go. I love Pokemon Go. I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I love it for all the things that Pokemon Go isn't. So even when they were first announced Pokemon Go, I was like, what's everyone getting excited about?
Yeah.
I thought we liked Pokemon for not these reasons. Like, if they only apparently to some people the only reason they like Pokemon Go is for the catching of Pokemon. Not me. But I thought that's more of a annoyance than anything else.
Me too.
I like training them. I like fighting with them. Building teams and all that stuff. That's the fun part. So Pokemon Go is a weird thing where everyone loved it. I'm like, I don't understand why everyone is so excited about it. And it was a misunderstanding on my part about what people like about the series, I guess. And last indifferent on my list, top 5 indifference list. Early back in January, Gone Home, the console edition. Gone Home is like it is a microcosm, like a prime example of these artsy games that come out. Like Gone Home console edition has an 85 on Metacritic. Okay.
I may have acted in haste with that impudent steward back in Lestalem, but my mission remains clear.
Killed Jared.
And I'll be damned if that mercenary gets her grubby hands on the prince before Caligo Uldor.
That mercenary.
Gone Home is it has an 85 Metacritic score, a couple of 100s. It has at least 100s from 2 people. It's a perfect game for them. Okay. User score 4.5 out of 10.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Gone Home is barely a game. It's a frustrating like series of games like a long line of games that are like barely games. They barely can classify as a game of skill, of ability. They're not any of those things. They're just things you walk through, you know. And I
you
just
look at stuff too.
You look at stuff, and it's just I don't understand why people get excited about that. So games that
I'll give
are excited
last chance to
about, but I am different too.
Stand guard here. If the
Gone
Commodore
Home.
arrives,
I mean,
send her through.
oh.
He's by himself.
Himself now. You almost got him. Make sure you don't see him. Okay, I think. Your thoughts on Gone Home?
I don't care about it.
Well, what are your thoughts about like this trend to be like, let's rate this game like 100 out of 100 for a game that is not a game.
And remember, we need him alive.
Don't worry.
Subdue!
Nice.
You just push him over then.
You're in fine form. Keep it up.
Armor
I'm
Schwarmer.
too heavy to get up! Oh!
Looks like they've set to work.
Pumpto and Gladio.
Okay.
Bomb setup.
You regroup with the others.
Ignis is escorting him off the base.
Yeah, to cut his arm off. So he will tell you stuff. Oh,
I
hey!
just wonder what he's going to be doing. Well, he's like, okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, he's getting him to safety so you can question him later.
Okay, so like, but what do you think about this?
I just did max damage in this thing with a weapon that's weak against him.
I don't know. Also, you're doing the bases much easier than I was doing them. I don't know why. I thought I was about the same level with you. Actually, I did more side quests than you, so I don't know. Anyway.
Probably just what
so
I upgraded.
Your thoughts about games like Gone Home?
I literally don't care about them. Like, I don't care that they do well. I don't care anything about them.
But like, you don't think it's like a obnoxious trend that these games that aren't games are being like getting 100%, like 100 out of 100?
There is more. There is more pressing issues.
Look where you're going.
Oh, sorry about that.
All right. There are more pressing issues in the gaming community than that. You are floating right now, Magitech Armor. Oh no, you're not.
Yeah, maybe there are more, but it doesn't mean that that's not like a problem. That I don't know. Anyway.
It's just like I care about them so little that they just don't affect me.
Right. Plus, it's not only that, but it's also, you know, they come Gone Home and the like of them came in at a time when game companies, especially Polygon and Kotaku, were like belittling all gamers because you know, Gamergate, trying to shirk off their we call it journalistic integrity problems, and blaming the gamers for that. So.
Glad to see you lot were successful.
Does that mean you weren't?
I placed our captive into the hunter's custody, but I've just been informed he's fled. He lives to die another day.
And I'll gladly help him with that.
Oh well. Oh well.
I don't. You're trying to turn me against Ignis. It's not working.
Are you sure? In the deepest recesses of your heart is not.
Yeah,
chance?
because you wouldn't be drawing attention to it if he was truly going to betray us. Because you'd be too worried about spoiler. And here's. I think our costumes changed a little bit since the. Oh, never mind.
No, that's the same.
Yeah. I was gonna say here's like check out all my armor, also cleavage.
Yeah.
foe indeed.
So Ariana is basically a Dragoon from the older games, and
not from 11 because she seems to be good.
But in terms of her class, she's a Dragoon.
Okay, could you just give me a second here? No, let's not retreat. Watch. Wow, you can jump high.
That's what Dragoons do.
Parry.
So Dragoons, they fight in the air, so you can do some Dragon Ball Z type stuff in this game when you're fighting Ariana. Or Aranea, excuse me.
Is she built to be annoying with her stupid, like, weird moves that's, like, pushing me back?
Yeah, well, she's built to combo pretty well.
One false move and we're done for.
Parry!
Oh! Face slam!
Here goes nothing! Not too shabby.
Let's put it out of its misery.
Swift and painful.
Come on, I'm telling you to dodge. Dead.
There you go.
Is it that time already?
What time where I beat you until you needed to retreat?
Time. Sorry, but this girl doesn't work after hours. I could, but there wouldn't be a single gill in it for me.
Oh, she's a mercenary,
play
okay.
again sometime.
Yeah, that's the mercenary that Caligo was talking about.
Good. Mercenaries are trustworthy. Trust them to not kill you after hours.
Who was she?
Bulletproof suit.
I'm still worried about Iris.
I imagine she's fine.
But we shouldn't keep her
Am I
waiting.
supposed to be able to move right now?
No,
oh,
you're
okay.
So yeah.
So what's the next thing that you don't care about?
That was it. That was the 5. Pokemon Go, Darkest Dungeon, Last Guardian, Blood and Wine, and Gone Home Console Edition. Things I should care about, but I don't.
All right.
Or people say I should care about.
Really quick, before we start getting into personal disappointments and personal top 5s
Okay.
of this year, what is your favorite weapon you've used this year?
I thought we were seeing it for the end.
We were saving personal top 5 for the end.
Okay, we can do that later. Well, between all of the RPGs I've been playing, there are a lot of cool weapons. Dark Souls 3 alone, I mean, my goodness.
Did you kick their asses?
Oh yeah.
Language years.
All in a day's work.
Hey, mind if I hang in your guys' room for a bit?
A lot of good weapons. I'd say like the majority of Dark Souls 3 weapons are cool. I mean, like you're talking about like the Crow Quills and Crow Talons and oh my gosh, Frida's Great Scythe.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, it's me.
Not a bad shot if I do say so myself.
Not
You
bad.
gotta save one of Iris. Oh.
You could be a professional
Well,
cameraman.
that's the only thing we're gonna remember her by. Isn't none of this was because she is about to die.
What? Why not? What?
She is going to die at some point.
No.
It is going to be a plot point.
No. Why?
Side quest.
Why would she be?
I'm
Why?
sure it's Dave going, yo, more stuff. No, oh, please don't be Sonya. It is Dave. I see the turkey dog. Oh.
Oh.
Is he supposed to be down there?
No.
Is he falling through the floor?
He might have. You can reload the area.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's Dave. His turkey dog always follows him around, so. So, I have to give it. It's gonna probably be one of the weapons from Final Fantasy 15, actually. Gotta say, in this game.
Why don't you have Gladiolus drive in the front seat and then Prompto and Noctis, because they're the two smallest, be back there with Iris?
Because Gladio is her brother, I don't know.
Yeah, but they always complain about it being cramped. It also doesn't look that cramped.
It's pretty cramped, look at it. You're like shoulder to shoulder.
Again, this problem would be solved if anyone but Gladio was sitting in the back.
Well, yeah.
Given her prowess, you should be glad you didn't.
Yeah, the Loki guy was nothing compared to her.
Though we may not have fared so well without the Marshal.
Think things would have gone differently if he were here now?
She offered to play again. Maybe we'll get the chance to find out.
You're just like, who are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just a mercenary, you know, who could fly, basically.
Yeah, you know. So, what was your favorite weapon?
So I'm gonna have to pick. I mean, as much as I love all the weapons from the Dark Souls 3 DLC, it's just incredible. There are all these moments where we're like, "Oh, awesome!" I'm gonna have to give it to a unique weapon from this game.
Okay.
Okay, it's in a post-game Royal Arm. It's the only one you can get post-game.
Okay.
Main game, and it's called the sword. I think it's called the Sword of the Tall.
Okay.
And what it is, it's a chainsaw greatsword.
Cool.
This place begging to be explored?
So, imagine.
If what they say about the Malmalum thicket.
Pretty sure you actually went in there already.
We're looking for here.
Is this gonna be a quest thing? Like,
well, this is like go into the Malmalum thicket and get the Royal Arm, but you may have already done that. You know.
Let's just make sure.
Okay. So, it's a chainsaw greatsword. So, imagine how you feel when you hit things with a greatsword, but have the whole time going when you're swinging things.
Yep.
So that's pretty great. So yeah, I would give it to Frida's Great Scythe or something, but I would give it to Greatsword of the Tall in Final Fantasy 15.
That's pretty cool.
Your pick?
Super Shotgun from Doom.
Okay.
There's people in front of you,
mm-hmm.
and it's within your reticles. You pull the trigger, and they're just splattered against the wall. Not in one piece anymore.
Wow.
And that is satisfying.
While you guys were gone, I saw a chocobo
Because
run past.
everyone, it's like it's like.
You guys ever ridden one
Oh
before?
man, like what can I even explain that as?
Super fun.
It's like.
Funny you should ask.
Knocked.
In Dark Souls,
Lady.
when you go in to fight like a boss, but you're doing like a One Punch Man run,
right?
And you just one punch the boss.
I see. There's sort of a satisfying thing to that.
Where's this thicket?
In there. See?
I do have it then.
Yeah. Tomb of the Pious. Where you got the scepter.
Okay.
Also, Ignis just said, when you get the chance, call a bird for Iris because she wants to ride a chocobo.
Is there a chocobo thing here?
No, but you just said that like she said she wanted it'd be super fun to try having a chocobo. So maybe next time you get a chance to do it.
Yep.
So okay, so yeah, so there's that super powerful like One Punch Man style.
It's ultra powerful.
Right.
It's so good.
So yeah, I judge like best weapon by like just how cool it is. Like it could be a unique thing. It could be that's why at the end of the day, even though Frida's Great Scythe is super cool, gotta give it to Chainsaw Greatsword. You know?
Yeah, if it's not gonna be the Super Shotgun from Doom for me, it's gonna be the BFG from Doom.
Right.
When they introduced the BFG in Doom, they put you in a room with like 60 guys. And you pull the trigger once, and it goes, and it's like a giant green ball that then links lightning to every single person in the room, and the room is like full of dudes. You go, 2 seconds later, everyone's dead on the floor, and you're like, all right, I see where this gun stands.
There it is,
and it's awesome.
Cool.
Doom has really satisfying weapons.
So,
I'm
so jealous.
We're now down to final 2 categories. The most disappointing games that we had, or disappointing things about games we had in 2016.
Games that we may have been interested in.
Fine.
Oh wait.
I'm not jealous. I just had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. But that'll all be in the past once we hit Kayam.
What are you talking about?
We can hang out anytime, right?
Yeah.
You can't come. It's too dangerous, Iris.
She can fight.
I know she can fight.
You should probably actually fight some things so you can see her ultimate.
She can't fight that well, though. I'm not gonna have a dead Iris on my hands. So,
these are games that we might have thought that were gonna be good.
Pull over for a sec. I gotta give the driver a break every now and then.
if you say so.
Wonder why no one ever thought of that before.
Because no one ever had little sister along for the ride.
Games that you might thought were gonna be good or whatever, but actually weren't.
Is this other alarm?
You can stop over, and then there's two couples there of people.
Yeah.
You can overhear what they're saying and just about story stuff.
You'll explain it to me. Item though.
So yeah, I guess you can start then.
Yeah. Okay. So these are not necessarily games that I found disappointing, but things that disappointed me about.
It's beautiful.
Like if there's a game on here that I really like, the whole game wasn't disappointing. It was just like this. There was a specific thing about it that was disappointing. Right. And so I guess I'll start. I was really disappointed in Inside.
Inside, really?
Because I really liked Playdead's last game, Limbo. And I was really looking forward to Inside, and Inside, it had me. You remember when we were playing? It had me.
I was...
For, like, the first 2 hours?
Yeah, the longer we were playing, the more we were like, wow, I have so many questions. And
yeah.
You know, like,
and the game's about 2.5 hours. So the first 2 hours, it had me. And the last half hour, I was like, okay, what? And then the game ended, and I was like, oh.
Wow.
Like, I remember both our reactions, right? We're like, we thought that our controller had died or something when the game ended. We were like, what? Do I move now? Like, and then the cards popped up, and we're like, what? The game's over? Okay. So it's like they built up all that tension and then just dropped it. They were like, okay, and then it's over.
Want to get a closer
you know?
look?
At what?
Yeah. Like, well, stop. No.
There would be a unique hunt here if you did all the hunts.
Just
So,
go.
you're the one doing all the cooking.
Yeah. So like,
Don't you help?
first 2 hours great.
Not.
Last half hour and ending is really bad. Made me not want to play the game again. Something else that is disappointing this year.
Right.
That's you guys have.
I'm gonna go in order of things that affected me the most. Was Far Cry Primal.
Right.
Sure is.
Man, I could have gone for another Far Cry game that wasn't boring. And Caveman. Because Caveman stuff is boring, because you got like a stick and a spear.
Yeah,
a spear and a bow, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, that is not an interest to me to be like, hey, do you want less things in your games? No, I don't want that.
In your style.
Calm down. I'm just kidding.
Not my fault you're too big for the back seat.
So, yeah, call Chocobo while we're here.
Is there a Chocobo stand?
Yeah, to the right.
Chocobo?
Just for a day.
Iris, ride it.
If you mount it, everyone else will get one.
Oh my gosh, it's pink!
Yeah, she gets a pink one. Let's hope Prado gets a picture of that. He did on my file.
Will I get any unique dialogue for riding it?
I'm not sure, but I thought it was a neat little.
Let's run in circles.
Touch.
Oh, alright, that's enough. Actually, we can go all the way over here. Why not?
Whoa, pretty impressive lighthouse.
What say we head on up?
What's up?
Oh,
Knew it was y'all.
hey, I didn't know you were gonna be
Prefer
here.
that engine anywhere.
Whew, you know your stuff.
Oh, I have to probably get down and talk to you, huh? Get off.
Hold it.
Why?
It says what to do.
The bike's in the way. Bye, Iris.
It was fun.
How's the boat?
Oh man, we didn't get a chance to hang out with her. You didn't even get to see her fight and stuff.
Nope.
For some time.
I mean, you gotta like take it in, man.
Yeah, man.
We can
You know,
fix, others need replacing.
doing it.
An overhaul.
Don't y'all worry. Papa ain't going nowhere till the job's done.
Oh, if I run, do you run?
Though, was kind
No.
hoping y'all
Well, kinda.
out with that.
We're at your disposal.
You running?
Tell the truth, we already got a couple hands on deck. Dustin and Monica.
There's a thing that Outside Xbox made a list for. That was like, what do you do when NPCs walk too slow and you have to follow them? And it's like, run in circles. Run circles around them, because it has to make them faster, right?
Mm-hmm.
The utter humiliation of having circles ran around them.
Yep.
At least according to the little fella from the city.
You can't even like bump into her to make her go faster.
Charles attacked that one. Could tell y'all more about the stuff than I could.
I'll be sure to ask.
I mean, they're talking the whole time, so it's...
Come on.
Pawpaw's down on the dock.
No!
Now, if y'all...
Don't skip dialogue.
I didn't know it was gonna be a thing. I thought it was just gonna be like, let's go over there now.
Okay. So, what was it? What did you say yours was again?
Hold on, I'm sure this is another cutscene.
It is.
So. Take a second here. Nice Fallout-looking house.
I think Miss Cindy might have told you already, but she needs a very special kind of ore called mithril to fix the boat. Remember the waterfall? I read in Grandpa's notebook. There's some ruins near a lake just north of there. It said you'll find mithril inside.
Alright.
About that lake. Pretty sure he was talking about the Vesper Pool. I asked Monica to look into it, and she told me the road leading there's under Imperial lockdown. You'll want to be prepared for anything. So, how's that coming along?
Yeah, just give us a second.
Okay. I'll be inside then.
I did it.
Yep.
So, yeah. Gonna have to ask you to handle this boat business without me.
Say what?
Got some business of my own to deal with.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Defer to Ignis, maybe?
No, you can go.
Really? You should let him go,
Your
huh?
thing. Not like we could stop you anyway.
You know me too well. Well,
where's he
see you around,
going?
guys?
I earned XP for that. It's fine. You guys don't want to take a break? I'll do it myself! Fine! Except Prompto. He needs to come and die, because he's going to do it every battle anyway.
Now that's not fair. Come on. Yes! Probably got one of a few of Iris. Oh, that one of Gladio and Iris. Oh my gosh, we gotta save that one. No, one on the left. Back. That one. Look how good that one is. That didn't happen to me on my playthrough. We gotta save that one.
I actually like this one too.
That one's a good one. That's a good one too. That didn't happen to me either. Look, at least we got one of Iris.
Before she dies?
No. The repair of King Regis' old ship, Noctis and company require the rarest of ores, mithril. With only a vague clue to guide them, they head for Empire-held ruins situated in the north of Klein. That's where we are now.
Yeah, so it was Far Cry Primal. I wanted a Far Cry game that was a Far Cry game and not that was like a weird melee Far Cry game.
Yeah, because we all know how unsatisfying first-person melee can be.
Yeah, and like it can also be good, but
usually it's not, though.
Usually it's not, and like for real, Far Cry is running out of ideas when they go back to caveman days and they still have the drug addict.
Oh my god!
They still have the drug addict and they still have the high seas.
They still have to play.
If you're gonna have that, at least make it modern day, so they're like smoking a hookah or something. Like, don't make it just like I'm caveman stuntman, because that's what it was. Mm-hmm. It was a caveman stuntman who got high all the time. Yeah. Like, okay.
Luckily, you did not say "got it." Poor these two. They've been conversing via text message, essentially. Via this book.
That'd be funny. Got it. Oh.
He's so romantic.
Sniped. Oh.
Sniped?
Yeah, assassinated. What? adds some drama to the
Yikes.
story.
I
Bye!
hate
And
those.
it zooms in and goes...
Several days later.
And it's Gladiolus with a sniper rifle.
Nah.
The waterfall cave was
Right, because he left to do
Yeah.
who knows what.
Should be somewhere
All right, so the next thing that like disappointed me
seems to follow.
was just the new Star Fox.
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah.
played it enough, but like, I don't like
But-
the old range mode.
From what you said,
What happened to under Imperial lockdown?
They all but turned the key and left the gates open for us, as if awaiting our arrival.
And if anyone's waiting for us, I bet it's that guy.
Chancellor Izunia.
Can't complain, as long as he lets us in.
Who's to say he'll let us out? Not to mention we're a man down. Would that the Marshal were with us.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
As I understand it, he's put his tomb raiding on hold to help the hunters take care of some troublesome beasts.
No rest for the immortal.
Anyway, yeah.
so
Like,
based on what you told me, the game sounds awesome. Like it does like has like alternate paths and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and sounds cool. And then it's like, oh, but the controls.
the controls in
No.
all range mode are bad.
Imperial blockade.
So like, everything until dogfighting is fun, and then it's not. But now maybe it's because I'm not used to it. I've only played 2 missions, and
see,
it's just I wanted it to be Star Fox 64 because I love
That's
Star
why.
Fox 64.
That's why it's. I think it's fair for it to be on your list. I'm disappointed because you want it to be good. You're disappointed that the game that you want it to be good isn't as good as you want it to be.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's fair.
Now, yeah, like I don't hate it. What is that?
You like mines?
Oh, okay.
Why do you break limbs so easily?
No, I'm not summoning. There's no point to summon. I'm winning this
Yeah.
fight.
See.
All right.
They just
Ignis.
They just decided to come help you. And it's like, oh, either you're already winning anyway, or you're losing. And it's like, okay, here's your freebie. You're like, I don't want to do that. Either way, it's unsatisfying. So that's the thing. Anyway, so yeah, it's like it's great. Like based on what I've heard, it's a great game, but then it falls apart with the controls and things.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't spent enough
So
time with it to truly be disappointed, but like.
Shot of that spot before it's too late.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it.
Yeah. Sure. You know, like.
Yeah. Go for it.
It's not like it's that big of a deal to me. It's like I wanted it to be good, and apparently it's okay.
Mhm.
So I need to spend more time with it before I'm truly disappointed.
Right.
But you know, whatever. Next thing I was disappointed in was Dark Souls 3's length.
Well, that's interesting. I thought we were talking about games in general. All right.
Well, a specific thing about
Dark Souls 3.
Like, Inside had me into the ending, so it was a disappointing ending.
Right.
Dark Souls 3's length really bummed me out.
Really?
Because like I just beat that game way too fast. I was taking my time. It was way too fast.
You and I.
And it extends to Ashes.
You and I
Ashes
beat.
was way too,
Yeah,
way
you
too
and I
fast.
have gotten so good at them, I guess, that we both beat the game really fast. We were both taking our time too. We were exploring every nook and cranny kind of thing. And just we just didn't die very often.
Yeah.
You know, that's what happened.
So either the game needs to be a little harder, or you know,
well,
there needs to be more stuff.
Yeah.
Because like realistically, when you look at it, it feels like it's a little smaller than DS1.
I wonder though, you know, because in terms of like.
It should be a nice change of
In
pace.
terms of like the size of areas and stuff, I wonder if it's comparable. You know.
It could be.
Because a lot of the areas in Dark Souls 2, I mean, Dark Souls 1, I could argue are very small.
Easy now.
Compared to Dark Souls 3 areas, I don't know. But I understand what you mean. I mean, I want it to be a bit longer too, but yeah. I didn't pick that one on my list because I wasn't disappointed by it, you know.
Yeah, I mean that was the thing I was saying. Like, if that's something on my top 5 disappointments of the year, is a good year.
Yeah, it was a good year for me.
And the biggest disappointment of this year for me was that Mafia 3 is not a masterpiece.
Oh, Mafia 3, yeah. I mean,
because I think Mafia 2 might be in my top 10 games of all time.
That's crazy.
Mafia 2 is so good. So good. I played through that game like 4 times. It's so good. It's a long game. It's like 35, 40 hours long.
Not that you know reviews mean anything, but what did the reviewers say about Mafia 3?
They were just like, it's fine, but like you do like it's like Far Cry essentially. Oh, I need to head to the photo first, right? It's like Far Cry where it's like go climb these towers, go liberate these bases.
Right.
That's not what Mafia ever was about. Mafia was open world, but it was so story focused that the story was never broken by it being open world. It was never like paced poorly.
Right.
Because it was all story. Side missions were part of the story.
I see.
Like, side missions were not optional. It just means, like, you can choose in which order to do these.
That's good. That's
yeah.
Good.
And, like, this one, it's like, go clear a tower. And then you get to the end of the tower, and there's a dude. It's a outpost, in this case. Like, go clear the outpost. You get to the end of the outpost, you're like, okay, I need to interrogate the boss of this outpost to get information on the big bad. So you do the same animation to like 30 different guys. The exact same interrogation animation, which ends the exact same way.
So basically, your problem with it is that
it's repetitive.
It's what I would say is that it's
calm down, Prompto.
What you say that it's more like open world standard as opposed to Mafia 2, which was like open world with a unique twist on open world. Like
yeah,
it's more like here's Far Cry. You got your outposts, you got your thing. You know, like it's all kind of standard.
Especially with how weak I hear the story is and how it's resolved in comparison to how strongly Mafia 1 and 2 began, maintained, and ended. And how apparently Lincoln Clay, who's the main character, is awesome not.
Let's
go.
From what I hear. Is like he's super cool, 3-dimensional, and 2-dimensional. Right at the end. Like when all of his motivations get finally revealed.
Right.
And it's like, oh, okay, great.
Okay, I had a feeling we were gonna say Mafia 3 just because I don't know how much you loved Mafia 2, and to hear the game wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
It's probably a big blow to you.
Yeah. I wanted nothing more than that game to be good.
And which is a shame for you, especially because, you know, you've had a few years of
So if Gentiana's not mortal, then she doesn't ever grow old.
disappointing games.
To be forever young.
Yeah. So there you go, disappointings.
Yeah, those are my top 5 disappointments, 2016. Pretty good year if that's my top 5 disappointments. The only true one was Mafia 3.
I had a great year, but we'll get to our best later. Okay. Top 5 disappointments. Games that I thought would be good, but really weren't, or that had to, were disappointing in different ways. Start off with the ones that kind of affected me less, and then go down the list. So number 5 was No Man's Sky. Not that I bought into the hype or anything, I just heard what from some of my friends and my roommate was saying, what some people were saying online, and I wasn't sure about it, but I thought, oh, maybe.
Hey, Arden.
Hey, Arden.
What a pleasant surprise.
Told you he'd be waiting.
With my Imperial friends, no less.
Splendid.
But fear not. I'll put in a good word. Well, come along then. Don't stray too far, lest you get left behind. Surely, you'd rather avoid unnecessary scuffles. Seeing as you're now a trio.
That's
touchy
good.
Subject.
One we won't discuss with you.
No, it's not a touchy subject. He asked, can I go do stuff? And I said yes.
It can't be archaeology. Mithril, perhaps?
This guy's reading our thoughts.
Mithril. It's a precious resource, you see. We can't just let anyone get their hands on it.
But you'll help us get ours on it, right?
I never said that.
Of course you did.
You know, because he's like really...
I thought you'd rather dig it up
He's
yourself.
really, really sleazy, like the way he sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You think Noctis or Ignis would have like the intuition just to kill him right now?
Just to kill him?
He's the Chancellor
of Niflheim.
I'll be but a moment.
The Vizier, essentially.
What? Beats me.
Kill him.
Yeah.
He's the king's right hand.
Yeah, you can trust viziers. If games and movies have taught me anything, you can trust viziers.
Hey there.
So, you're the new recruits they sent over for special training. Nice cover, runaway prince.
Thanks. Oh, come on.
At ease, recruits. There's nothing in it for this ex-mercenary to turn you in.
Love that. You can just respond to her
the show on the road.
and just be like, hey, kind of be snarky, or we can ask them what to say something, and they just go, thanks.
Well,
He's like, oh, come on.
To escort you. Just watch yourselves in there.
Join the party.
She joined the party.
Okay.
Commodore Aranea Highwind, I leave them to you.
That's another thing.
Have you ever met somebody who's like has kind of like a weird voice, but you know they're not a bad person otherwise? Like they just kind of have a voice that's kind of like, you know, maybe it's what's going on here.
Any
Roadhog, heart of gold.
No.
Gee, I wonder what happened to the
Gold that he stole, but
Why not
gold.
inside and look for him?
Like for real, right? Like when you get in here and she's like, "Okay, I'm fighting with you now." You just go into slit her throat.
Not seeing a way in.
Wow.
She fought you. She's gonna kill you.
There's a way in. I can smell it.
The Empire
Why
snuffed
not?
it out ages ago. Wait till nightfall.
You're gonna have to fight her in the future.
Well, you might not. I mean, she's a mercenary. She does what she wants.
No, she does what she gets paid to do. Yo, what am I?
We talked over them. They said you have to wait till nightfall.
Oh, I guess we just stand here and wait.
We can go back to those guys. See those guys standing there? Those Magitech troopers.
And kill them?
No.
So what's some more of your disappointments? Or
Okay,
is that all
so
of them?
I mean, this guy was a game that I was like, well, maybe it'll be good, and it's a mild disappointment because I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, but
Hold down the fort.
it's really bad.
We will.
You know.
That dude's
Hold
name
down
was
the
Wedge.
Yep.
Got it, Lady
Biggs and Wedge.
We will.
Reference to Final Fantasy VII, which is
Oh.
probably a reference to something else.
Star Wars.
Sure. But No Man's Sky ended up being like a really big disaster, even though I was mildly interested to see like how the world would be.
It's open.
You know, would
As good as an invite.
be and stuff. But yeah, it ended up being just kind of a game where
Aren't
it's
we eager?
again
These
the
guys
game
friends or
the
something?
gameplay isn't
Yeah,
there. So what's the
Man.
point of it?
How far does this go? Finally.
I love how much dialogue we're skipping there
Who left the lights on?
because you're running instead of
Maybe
like
the
the
owners are
like walking like
still,
a
No. Nothing of note
Just
here.
a load of nothing.
Says that. Disappointed next would be Star Ocean 5. Faithlessness and Integrity. That's I mean, I'm not a big fan of Star Ocean 4 until the end of time already. But I thought, you know, Star Ocean 5, maybe I can give it a shot. They're putting their best foot forward with their RPG.
Oh, hey, skeletons!
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's your step?
Putting their best foot forward with their RPG team recently. Maybe they're gonna see if they're gonna fix Star Ocean 5. Star Ocean 5 turned out to be
Not too
as bad if not worse than Star Ocean 4.
I didn't know you were into Star Ocean.
Not really, because every time I try and play them, they're no good. Problem with Star Ocean 5, well, there's a few of them, but one of the main problems was that the dominant strategy of the game is just to use your beginning skills. You just use them for the entire game. So you just basically it's the equivalent of you starting off with your basic weapons and your basic skills, and it's so good that you just use it the entire game. You don't need to worry about anything else. So because of hack and slash kind of, and
You can do that in Dark Souls though.
yeah, but here is more like there's no I don't know. There's no point in doing anything else because it's way less effective. And just I don't know. And yeah. So number 3 would be Mighty Number 9.
That is pretty neat.
I thought you liked Mighty Number 9.
I did. I do.
Oh, cool.
The water's surface.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Does this mean we're underwater? Whoa. There's even fish. The hell is this place?
Huh. Can we truly be submerged?
Company!
Above us.
It does not seem harder to breathe. Prompto.
Oh, you know what Prompto is. No, Mighty Number 9. I love Mighty Number 9. I'm disappointed by, more so, was everyone's reaction to Mighty Number 9. Because I can see, Mighty Number 9 could have been a better game than it was. But I was more disappointed less by the game and more by everyone's reaction. Like, I didn't know everyone reacted the way that they did. And I have to just put it in the list because with the way everyone reacted, Mega Man really might be well and truly dead. Now.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to make another Mega Man game if it's the way we're going to react to Mega Man. We got a Mega Man game. It played like a Mega Man game with a few added improvements to, you know, like ideas and improvements. And it had the eight stages. It had the 4 post 8 Robot Master stages.
Yep.
And you fought the final boss, and that was it. And everyone reacted so terribly that we're not getting another Mega Man game. That's just it's over.
Practicing your vows.
There's no company that's gonna want to risk it. We're not getting Mighty Number 9 too, even though they were setting up for like a series. It's just a disaster, and it just sucks.
Harvesting them.
So,
Specimens?
one of my favorite
So what's
franchises.
the army and demons?
What do you think it is?
Nice. I love guessing games. Try this.
So Ariana just explaining that the reason why she's here, and Arden were here, was because they were trying to harvest specimens.
Yeah.
For the Empire.
Of demons.
Yeah, for demons. So that's just frustrating because now one of my favorite game series, it's one of the games that got me into gaming in the first place when I was a child, is now well and truly dead because of everyone's reaction to a game that basically played like a Mega Man.
Yep.
Not too shabby.
So that's up there. Number 2, Star Fox Zero.
Turns out the Empire makes
on my list too.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen your share by now. Something not quite right with the Empire lately.
It's not just lately.
True. Maybe it's time I left.
Really?
No, she's getting paid.
Well, you know.
What would you do if you left the army?
Whatever I want. I was a mercenary once. Maybe I'll round up my men and hunt demons for cash?
Well, that's a heck of a plan.
Where are they? Oh, there they are. I feel like Prompto, no matter who it is, if it's a girl, he's gonna like kind of like subtly hit on them and then get rejected immediately and be like, oh.
I would not want to hit on RNA. She'd probably kick your butt. So Star Fox Zero. I love Star Fox 64. I wanted Star Fox Zero to be amazing.
Yep.
So it's kind of like you and Mafia 3, I guess. Where I wanted the game to be amazing, like the 64 one, and it just wasn't.
Yep.
And it should have been. It could have been.
Could have been.
But they had to incorporate controls that weren't optimum.
They had to. Problem with a lot of Wii games, they just had to use the Wii or Wii U gimmick.
Yeah, they had to use it instead of what they did with like Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, where they used it.
Yeah, use it to enhance.
Right, they used it as an enhancement, not as a. You got it.
What about not shoehorn it because we have to because stockholders.
Right.
The Emperor, a new High Commander. For
like what I was telling you earlier, like Star Fox on the gamepad should have been awesome. That's your controls for everything. It's how you switch between. Maybe there's different laser types on the or different weapons on the R-wing now. You can switch between weapons.
It's a console, right?
You can like load up a bomb and shoot a bomb. You can do all that stuff. Like that would be cool. You can have all like you're outside like the screen. There's no HUD. It could just be on your gamepad. So you have to look down. So like you're looking down at your controls. That'd be cool. They end up playing. Whoa. All right. You know, that'd be cool. But no, it's used for gaming. Stupid.
So, yeah, someone should have just told them about, like, that was a bad idea. Okay, and number 5 is Color Splash. Or number 1, Color Splash.
I figured that's what it would have been.
Most disappointing game of the year. We haven't had a Paper Mario game in over a decade. Almost 2 at this point. Because the last really good one was Thousand Year Door. It's killing me that it's killing me that Nintendo has to know. They have to know what we want. Like we're so vocal about it as a community, about Paper Mario fans. So vocal about it. And they just were just like,
not too shabby.
But we already had Mario and Luigi as an RPG series. It's like, yeah, but they're not the same thing. So, Color Splash was a game that I wanted to like so much because the dialogue, they got it right. It was Paper Mario dialogue. It was great. But that battle system it's bad. It's really bad. Did you know? I just found this out on the weekend.
Treasure. The nose, dude.
Now
that you mention it.
Whenever you're
Let's not forget our purpose.
playing through the game, at some points Kamek will come by and he'll like do stuff to your deck, the cards, right? Mess you up. And it's just kind of vary up the gameplay or whatever. That's the reason why he does it, right? They put it in. One of the things he can do to your deck is to make your cards all hammers. This guy posted a video where he was fighting a swooper. Kamek comes in, he turns all his cards into hammers. He can't kill it.
He can't hit it.
He can't hit it because it's all hammers. Guess what? They were afraid that people would just be like, "Oh, Kamek came by in this battle. I'll just run away." So it would just like negate the combat mechanic. What they did was they made it so it kind of comes in to the battle. You can't run away. So this was a video of the guy just using The only way to stop in the fight was to use up his deck.
Great.
He had to just use hammer, miss. When his deck got used up, then he can run away.
Great.
There was literally no way out of it. And I'm like, it's already bad where you don't want to fight enemies because enemies take up precious cards. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just it's an awful combat system. It's the worst. And because everything's consumable, there's no strategy to it. Because you just want to be using the thing. Bosses will go from being pretty much impossible to being cake, but once you find the thing that the one thing you're supposed to do to them, like the one like super ultimate card you're supposed to use on them, and then they become like not even a problem at all.
Yep.
But Color Splash has such a good dialogue. It has the dialogue of a Paper Mario game. It's what you want in Paper Mario. But why couldn't they just taken the game that we already know that we like, Thousand Year Door battle system,
2 arms,
and just do that? Why are they so overly concerned about making a different system for the game series? And like they have what works. It's so frustrating. It's like when you see Final Fantasy, even for me as an avid Final Fantasy fan, you'll see like them do like Materia, or do Magicite, or do junctioning systems, like or Sphere Grid. They work on all of these systems that work. They work and they're good, and then they make them, and they just stop making games with how they use the system. Like the most common system in Final Fantasy is the job system.
Hey Fiddle.
Hey Fiddle, and it's very very good. That's one.
In there, huh?
No. So it's a game series that needs to go back to its roots. Paper Mario. Paper Mario needs to go back to how it was, and the thing that kills me about it is that Nintendo should know better. They should know better than to release a game, Paper Mario series that is not Paper Mario. You know?
Well, they've done it a couple of times now.
Yeah, they've done Star and Color Splash now.
Well, they've also done Super Paper Mario, which wasn't really Paper Mario either.
It's true, but even
But that was more forgivable.
That was more forgivable because it's platformer. It's a little bit, it's still Mario-esque.
Yeah.
Kinda. But yeah, it was still not great, but it was still better. And I have two honorable mentions.
Okay.
That I'll just quickly go over. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Okay.
For the mobile. Because it's I just played it like a couple days ago just to try it out, and it marks the third game on a mobile device that's Final Fantasy that is the same game.
It's just all the Bravest again?
No, not all the Bravest. It's Record Keeper and it's Final Fantasy Mobius. So it's there's all the Mobius, Record Keeper, and Exuvius are all the same thing. It's this weird system. It's this weird system where I don't know, like you earn little like currency, and then you can like go put it into a roulette, and then from the roulette you pull out a character that you can use, and then after you pull out that character, you use it for a bit, right? And then like you earn currency like that. But like you want to get all the rare characters because they're actually the good ones.
Never too many stairs.
You know, but in order to get those, you gotta like get lots of currency.
Forever they go on, on and on and on.
He's gone.
But I'm just getting annoyed by how like this is the third game now on mobile. Because if we're trying to like be like, well, everyone loves mobile so much, maybe this one's good. Nope. Maybe this one. Nope. And so Brave Exuvius or Zuvius just kind of like is the latest game that's just like why is this? Why is this game designed to not have me play it?
Yeah.
It's like you and Let It Die or whatever it is. Where it's like why don't you just let me play the game?
Yeah.
Like, I'll pay money at the front of it if you actually can play it and it's actually good. You know? This whole disappointing thing with mobile games for me is just why can't the games just be good and stop giving you these like roadblocks?
Yeah.
Because I can't do anything in the game right now until I get better characters. But how do I get better characters? I have to hit the slot machine so I get better guys.
Yep.
It's just a mess. And finally,
I understand slot machines, dude.
Yeah, it's not appealing to me.
Let me guess. We cropped.
Oh, that would be an honorable mention for most disappointing thing for me is that supply drops return in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew it was happening, so I wasn't that disappointed because I knew it was coming.
It's still disappointing. It's an honorable mention. And the next honorable mention is for disappointing games, Necropolis.
Yeah.
Even I thought that I would like it. It's like, oh, it's like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's not really.
No.
So, I watched someone play through the whole game. Whoa. I watched someone play through the whole game, and there was like 4 enemy variants. There was only like 1 boss at the end of the game.
It's lame, dude.
It's just, yeah. So that's it.
It's all about bosses when it comes to Souls games, man.
I disagree,
but
I bosses are very important. I think enemies are also important to Dark Souls.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, bosses... Ouch. Bosses are extremely important. No! 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 Bosses are extremely important to the whole, you know, kind of balancing act of, you know, should I... 0 damage. Should I go back and heal? Should I try to... Is this enough? You know what I mean? Like... Should I try to fight this guy even though I know I'm gonna die? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bosses are a good way to show that progress has been made.
Yeah. Bosses, like I said, bosses are a good thing and they're important in Dark Souls, but I think that.
You okay, Iggy? A bit disoriented.
Yeah, I think they're less important.
Well,
but
you say so.
Enemies are.
How's everyone? Good. How about you?
All right. Okay.
I think enemies are more important than maybe you think that they are. That's all.
Well, I think enemies are extremely important. I just think for a game that does not have a level select, does not have checkpoints, traditional, you know, like traditional checkpoints. Bosses are a good sense of progress being made. Bosses are a good challenge to make you learn. Like, if you can't beat this boss, you have not learned what this area is trying to teach you yet.
Which way?
You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
I also just love fighting bosses.
Yeah, so do I.
So, yeah. So what, you know,
Okay.
do you want me to go first for top 5 of this year?
Sure. Sorry, any honorable mentions you might have? Like,
Honorable
not top 5, just kind of like, they were okay, they were, you know.
Honorable mentions, games that almost made the list. I'm actually still editing this list in my mind right now. Honorable mentions, games that almost made it but didn't quite make it is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered.
Right.
That is an
They were
honorable
good,
mention.
but they weren't like
fantastic,
top 5
fantastic games, but it's Call of Duty. I know what I'm getting every single year, so it's a good standard to have. You know, it's one of those standby games that I play all the time. And I'm trying to think of any more honorable mention. Battlefield 1 is an honorable mention. You know, I'm not a Battlefield guy, but it got me. It got me pretty good for a couple of days. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, is definitely an honorable mention.
I mean, it loses a few points because it's kind of...
Because it's 8 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Darkest Dungeon is on there as well as an honorable mention. I love that game, even though it's brutally hard by design. I still like it. I still understand why people don't like it, and I'm not like, I understand why you don't like it, but you're just too casual to like. No, it's like no, I get that it's very much like.
It's not a game for
I
everyone.
understand that why you don't like it because there's parts of it I don't like, and sometimes I just have to be like, okay, I play one mission and everything goes bad because RNG and I die.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, and I'll just take a second right now. You know what I mean? I'll just go play something else for a bit. But I do love playing it. Yo,
Okay, I'll be right there.
so, you know. But if we're coming down to it, this is actually something I just edited.
Not too shabby.
Fifth favorite game of this year.
Okay.
Little game that no one's gonna buy.
Titanfall 2.
Called Titanfall 2. Man, that campaign was good. Man, that multiplayer was good.
And no one's ever heard of it.
No one's ever gonna play it because EA decided to put it out a week before Call of Duty and a week after Battlefield.
Yeah, that wasn't that. Yeah, that's just
You murdered your game, EA. What are these guys?
Witches, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take an elixir. So
yeah, that's a real shame.
That game's campaign was so good. It was.
Was it sort of like DKC Returns in the sense that like every episode, every mission's like a movie kind of? It's like different.
Every mission has a different gimmick, and they're all cool.
See, that sounds pretty cool.
There is not one gimmick in that game that is not cool. Where are the rest of my teammates?
I don't know.
So yeah, I was really disappointed when I saw the sales of that game were like really low.
Because again, what it means is like, oh, I guess people don't like this game.
Yeah.
Like, no, but they might if you know.
Yeah, and it's not like Square Enix where it's like this game has to sell $18 million or 18 million units to make it worth it. It's literally like this game just needs to sell, and it didn't because you put it out at the worst time possible.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
Speaking
as an outside observer, just the few moments I saw you play, I'm like, that's pretty cool. It's got robots, and you know, it's cool.
Yeah, like they have this whole like the thing I really liked about, and it's gonna be something you'll actually enjoy about Titanfall 2, is it had a good story, but they never compromised the gameplay for the story. If there's like, this would be a really cool thing to happen in the story, but or at least a really cool thing to happen in gameplay, but it doesn't really make sense to the story. They're like doing it anyway.
See, that's great, you know. Like again,
that one.
To use the
I teleport you in here? Sure can.
To use the summon example. Again, in this game, someone on the forums was like saying, yeah, but like the summons in this game are like literal gods and stuff, right? So like it wouldn't make sense for them to be able to like control them. And I'm like, in Final Fantasy 11, there are gods in that game too. Guess what? Guess what? The writer hand waves it away by saying the reason why you can control them is they grant you a fragment of their power, and when you use the fragment, it manifests as a diminutive version of them that you can control.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, there's always a reason,
there's a workaround
to explain it, to work around any gameplay thing. So I'm glad that that's what happened in Titanfall 2, where it's like, what about this? Oh, it wouldn't make sense. Well, just make it up. Just
yeah,
make
like
an excuse.
This is a game about Earth after it's depleted its resources, and colonies going out to mine different planets and colonize different planets, and Earth is demanding them forcefully to bring stuff back and like treating everyone on those planets like slaves.
Right.
So you're playing as, it's basically Star Wars. Picture it as Star Wars, because that'll be easier. Okay. Picture Star Wars and you're the rebels.
Okay.
Okay. Now you know what doesn't make sense in a realistic setting?
What?
Time travel. But you know what's a really cool gimmick?
What?
To be platforming with this parkour through different timelines, fighting crazy cool alien wildlife in the present and fighting soldiers in the past.
It does sound really awesome.
So you have to choose what you want to fight right now and how to platform around areas.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You know what else is really cool? Getting like an engineer like arc welder thing that like turns stuff on, and jumping from wall run to wall run while you're bringing the walls down in front of you, with turning on these switches with arcs, to being like, man, how am I gonna get all the way over there to wall run on like next to a turbine to turn it on to blast you across the entire map with its crazy yeah, it's cool. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Like having a whole like stealth section where there's like poisonous gas everywhere, so everyone's in Titans, but the Titans are damaged by the gas, so it's like everyone's like one shot away from death, and they're all sneaking around, and you're sneaking around through this gas, just like, okay, I just gotta be careful, because if they see me before I see them, I'm gonna die. Like, that's cool. It's a cool gimmick.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good.
You know, that's stuff that more games need. Call of Duty needs to go back to that.
So that's an honor. So that's a top 5 there.
That's top 5.
It's not on my list, but you know what? I can see there's some neat things going on with that game, and no one's gonna buy it, and there's not gonna be a Titanfall 3 probably.
They did say that before Titanfall 2 came out, that they were dedicated to Titanfall, but I think that's when they thought it was going to sell better. And it's because it would sell better. It would have sold fantastic as a March or February release.
I have no doubt. I'm pretty sure
It would have sold fantastically.
But
to have like legit like WrestleMania style intros to your villains when they come in on robots is funny.
Yeah,
and that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that's a good way to announce your villains.
Yeah.
Ouch. How about we just do a little bit of a regroup here?
Everyone form up.
So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Number four on my list. How about I just point warp here for a second? Just kind of chill out. Number 4 here on my list is a little game that I probably spent. How long did I spend on it? Not too long, because I loved it, but I had quite a bit of choice words for this game. I love it, but boy, XCOM 2 is hard.
XCOM 2, eh?
And I love XCOM 2
Maybe you
so
beat it, didn't
much.
you?
I did beat it, yeah.
Like, on like Iron Man mode and stuff?
I sure did. How about we just do like a little post here?
Alright, so but it's on your best list, right? So that's good.
Yeah, I loved it. It was fantastic.
It's just really hard. This is a good thing?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be a good thing? That's super cool.
Yeah.
It's hard. They introduced new aliens. They made the current aliens way more deadly, way cooler. Heal me, please. Okay, I'll just do it. Way cooler. The story is way better. The stakes are way higher. The tech trees are cooler. The tactics are cooler. The RPG in this tactics game is strong.
It's again, this is one of those ones that I'm watching you play. I'm like, that's pretty neat. You know, you got those extra NM type guys in XCOM 2.
Yep.
Those are cool.
And that's a DLC, but yeah.
DLC thing. Okay. I'm sure when you play on PC, there's like probably mods and stuff.
There's tons of mods,
which is basically awesome too. So yeah.
That's a game that you would like how they handled their mods. I think I told you once, but you might have forgotten, where they finished the game, and then a month before it came out, they sent it to all the modders. And they said, before this game comes out, do what you're gonna do to it.
That's right. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Mods are very, very important to
longevity
for access.
Yeah.
In general, like Civ is modded all the time. So is XCOM. XCOM 2, the only problem with it is the multiplayer's not very good. But that's because the multiplayer wasn't very good in XCOM Enemy Within / Unknown. So,
concludes our business
but that to me is a complete single player experience.
Say, Commodore,
Everything matters. There's stakes. I love that.
To make weapons?
Listen, you've seen Magitech troopers, right?
MTs.
They're born from demons in a lab.
Born from demons.
Darkness is coming. If I were you, I'd watch my princely ass. Kingly ass.
Will do.
Yeah, Return to the Entrance. Okay, so that's XCOM 2. I love it. Number 3 was hard for me to put this at number 3 because I feel like Doom should be higher on my list. But the top 2 were just too good. Doom, scratch an itch I didn't know I had anymore. With every game being an ADS corridor shooter, with regenerating health, having health pickups, having big open areas that you need to traverse at the same time as fighting everything, having big boss enemies, having guns that have like 8 different fire modes that all do something a little different, fighting big bosses, and just having one heck of a good time. Just blasting demons from Mars to hell. A story that doesn't take itself seriously.
And I'll train you some
like,
more if our
the
paths
story is
cross
very
again.
serious and very good if you read the data
before I
logs.
forget,
But the way
His
the Doom guy
Excellency
like
instructed me
cares
to
is
give
he
you
just
boys a
doesn't.
ride back.
Like,
If you
the
need a
game
lift,
literally
feel free to
starts
hop
with you
on.
being a coffin being opened and you're inside the coffin.
Right.
And there's like zombie dudes and you're like, oh, okay, and you break the chain and then punch through their head. It's like,
her friend works.
it's not serious. It's not serious.
She'll take care of the Mithril.
That's what we're here for. We're just here to kill demons.
Take care of our boat problem.
The fact that the second thing that happens is you get your suit, and as soon as you get your suit, the main head of this research lab on Mars is like, hey, yo, can I buy weapons from you?
Say goodbye to.
Hey.
Ice Sword.
Sure.
That's.
I have a Hard Edge.
Ice Spirit has a dagger. Rebellion, which is when you're in critical condition, you do more damage. Ice Shield, Thunder Shield are good. Usually you're Magic Plus. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's look at my Fire Sword really quick. Just, that game, you know you're doing a good thing with your game when at the end of every single level, I was saying out loud to my TV, please don't be over.
Wow.
That's how you know you have a good game on your hands. Yo, Bioblaster Plus does a ton of attack. Jeez. That's how you know you have a great game on your hands. Sorry, I was just saying. Second thing that happens, you get your suit, and the main guy, that's the head of the research base, is like, listen, I know you're gonna want to kill everything. You're gonna want to kill the demons, but for real, there's so much on this research station that we need for the advancement of all humankind. Please don't destroy anything. And
Stalin, right?
spoiler
I'll take you
alert,
there, but no
really
further.
quick for Doom, you're the original Doom guy.
Ready to ship out?
Right.
At the end of Doom 2, the original one, you get sealed in hell.
Hold on tight, boys.
And you get buried in this temple because the demons are scared of you. So they just collapse a temple on top of you, so you can't move. So that's what happens. They pulled the guys on Earth, or guys on Mars, accidentally reopened the hell portal that sucked you back through it.
I see.
And they found you, and they were trying to pull you to kill you, because there's because if you're dead, they can just take over, our realm.
Right.
So when Doom Guy's like, I spent all this time killing these dudes and killing these demons, and keeping that one, and I come back after years of being in like cryostasis, and it's just as bad because you couldn't leave well enough alone. He just like takes the computer and like cracks it and just throws it. He's like, I'm done with this. He's like, I got to do it all over again. That's nice. It's like a little. It's this. The game doesn't take itself seriously. The game is like, you're here to kill stuff. The story is no deeper than go kill stuff.
Right.
Unless you want it to be deeper.
Right.
Which is cool. I like it.
Yeah.
The weapons feel fantastic. The controls are fantastic. They're tight. So good.
Okay.
Doom. If you're an adult and you like first-person shooters, can't recommend it more highly. It's amazing. Number 2 and number 1, these are interchangeable for me.
Okay.
I had the hardest time. I scratched out these numbers.
Because they're that close?
Because they're that close. Number 2 on my list. Even now, I don't even want to say it's number 2. Because the fun I had with my number 2 and my number 1 game are equal, but they're different types of fun.
Right.
Number 2 on my list is Overwatch.
Okay.
Overwatch is a fantastic team-based shooter. Can't recommend it highly enough. The heavy emphasis on team play, even in solo queues, when you can get people to work together, that shows the testament of your design. The amazing balance that game has, and just the bravery to completely change how a character works.
Yeah, like fundamentally.
Just change their powers.
Yeah.
Like Symmetra.
Yeah, Symmetra's completely different now.
And add new characters all for free. All that stuff is so cool. Consistently tweaking, adding new modes like Junkenstein's Revenge and stuff like that. So good. So good. Like FPS games, play Overwatch. It's great.
Of course.
Console, PC, both. Great.
Good luck, boys.
Yeah, we've already talked about Overwatch tonight.
Yeah.
It was a surprising game for me that I would actually like it at all.
Yeah, you can't recommend it more.
Yeah.
And number 1 on my list, unless this cutscene's going to go on, I will say after this cutscene. So I can now go inside this power plant?
Yep.
Loving that outfit, Noct.
Why don't you wear one?
Well, that's the only one. And if anyone stands a fighting chance in there, it's you. Forget about fashion and go.
Post game, you can come back here and you can pick up that thing to wear whenever you want.
Cool.
Testing. Do you read me?
Sure do.
Nope.
Just wanted to thank you for offering to clear out those demons. That'll give me time to treat this mithril for you. There's a hunter who went in right ahead of you.
Is his name Dave?
I imagine
right?
too many for one to handle.
They say there's all these hunters, right? But there's only Dave.
Yeah. There's Dave and then a whole bunch of
guys who are
dudes.
wounded and poisoned.
We're getting some unstable readings from the generators inside. Too much power and the whole place could blow. So be quick.
So, you my backup?
Oh, hey Gladiolus.
Partners.
Anyway, place is crawling with demons.
Why are they even doing the thing? Yeah, wait a sec. You sound familiar.
We got hunting to do.
What are you talking about? That's like if you were in a hazmat suit and you talk to me like, hey, I know who you are. Hey, how's it going?
How would you know who I am?
Because you sound like distinct.
I don't sound distinct at all. I sound like every like male protagonist in every video game ever. Looks both ways.
Okay, number 1 on my list.
Okay, number 1 on your list.
Number 1 on my list, you saw it coming, is Dark Souls 3.
I mean, who's surprised?
Yeah, it's Dark Souls 3. It was gonna be Overwatch. It was no joke, gonna be Overwatch.
Best game of the year, really.
Yeah, it was gonna be Overwatch, and it was hard to put Doom down there too. I love Doom. I love it a lot. I wish you loved it with me.
It's
not for you.
It's not for you.
I know it's not for you. I just wish it was, because then we could share it, because it's so good.
I understand what you mean.
Multiplayer is whatever, but yeah. But the main reason I was having a hard time putting Dark Souls above Overwatch is I ended up doing it obviously, but it's because dude, the length was disappointing. I wanted more of it, and I still don't like Yorm as a boss fight. I still don't like the Ancient Wyvern as a boss fight.
Love Yorm.
So
yeah,
I have issues with Dark Souls, but I also had issues with Overwatch.
Right. And
so
I think
Zenyatta's achievement is stupid.
If your complaint about a game is that it's too short, it's too short because you wanted more of it. I think it's a good complaint.
It is a good complaint.
It's a complaint, understandably, but
notice how I didn't use that as a complaint in Doom. that after every mission I was openly saying please don't be over.
Right.
And that's because in Doom it was they're not even trying to hide that it's Gladiolus. He has his sword.
Think so.
It could be anyone's sword.
Nice job. It didn't disappoint.
When have I ever?
Keep it up.
Will do.
But like, it's because Doom went on long enough to satisfy me.
Okay.
Dark Souls didn't. Dark Souls 3 left me wanting more.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But like, it was just there's just too little.
Yeah.
But that could be because I just didn't struggle with it at all.
Yeah, and you just wanted more out of it. You know, it's like.
You're not even trying to hide it at all.
Can I be honest?
What? Maybe
because I was listening via from the speakers and not from my headset. But when he was talking to me during this part of the game, I didn't know it was him.
Really?
No. It wasn't until this point when actually it was revealed who it is.
Great work in there.
That I'm like, oh, it was Gladio the whole time.
Here's your mithril. And thank you for your hard work.
Sure.
Hey, big guy.
I mean, now that
So the hunter who went on ahead.
now that I can hear it in my headset, yeah, it just sounds like him.
How you been, fellas?
Not bad. Whoa, someone did a number on you, though.
He's got a
Got a couple new scars.
Anyway,
scar on his chest.
Better than ever.
Who's he fighting?
Noct? Gladdy? I
You know.
can't believe it.
Hey, thanks for looking after her, Dustin.
So, Gladdy, did you apologize to Noct for storming off like that?
He made it up to me in there.
The power plant. Oh, so you got your hands on some mithril. In that case, I'll go deliver
This
it to
camera
Sid.
needs to be
You'll probably
slightly above his shoulder more.
Come and meet me in Kayam when you're ready.
Okay, so yeah, Dark Souls 3.
I want to get a good look at him. He's got that big gash on his chest.
On his chest,
now.
but I think he's got like one on his forehead.
One on his forehead.
And
like that's a serious gash.
Mm-hmm. Supposedly, what he was up to is going to be revealed in DLC.
Okay.
So
I'm sure all three of them are going to leave at some point then, which will then be revealed in their DLC.
Yeah. Maybe.
All right, let's go to Kayam.
Kayam.
What about it?
Okay, so that's good. That's a good list. Yeah, Doom wasn't really for me, but Nearest Titanfall 2, but Overwatch was surprisingly good, and Dark Souls 3 is Dark Souls 3. I mean, it's an amazing RPG.
But I think you might like them a little too much, big guy.
No.
There's nothing else like them. They're easy to make whenever you've got a craving, and they're delicious to boot. I'll never.
The way he said that is like they sped up that line a little bit. They're easy to make when you're on a move, whatever.
That.
Gladio loves cup noodle.
Something dawned on me when I was on my own. Any food you make tastes better when you use good ingredients, right? Then, if you take something already delicious like cup noodles and add in the finest, freshest ingredients, what do you get? The ultimate flavor experience. So I ask you, Noct, what's your favorite ingredient?
Fries.
Ingredient, not side dish. I have me too. Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. Minced meat is the key to every perfect cup of noodles. But why stop there? By
So stupid.
The ordinary. Find ourselves some real good meat that'll surpass perfection. All that's left is to make our noodle dream
This man
reality.
is a Junkrat.
First up, the ingredients.
Sounds nothing like him.
Whatever you say.
I don't understand how it's possible to sound that different. Alright, so we're on a mission. You get some intel about how to get awesome meat.
Awesome noodle meat.
Talk to a restaurant guy.
I'm doing it.
Okay, so my best. I've got 3 here that are like
Let me. Can I guess? You don't have to tell me
okay,
if I'm right.
I got 3 that are my honorable mentions though.
Okay.
That are like they weren't like so good that they were on my top 5, but they were notably good out of the year. And
would you like something to eat?
one would be Final Fantasy Explorers. Came out back in January this year.
Where's the quest here? Where's
You
the
just talk
quest
to him.
here?
Hello.
I just have to eat?
Then you have to ask him about intel.
Some refreshments.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Please come
He
in.
just has to eat? like, so, about this food.
It's gotta have a good texture. Can't say I've ever eaten it before, though.
Usually the behemoth's the one doing the eating.
I just hope we're not next on the menu. Those tipsters know everything. You ask them a question, they always got the
So
answer.
Final Fantasy Explorers basically was Square Enix's and the Final Fantasy's answer to Monster Hunter on the 3DS. Me and my roommate and his brother all played it for a couple of weeks, and we all loved it. Like, it was so great. It used the job system. You could just go out and do like these different like little like dispatchments for different hunts, right? And you'd fight all the bosses. Sort of a Dark Souls style type combat where guys will give you how to do a towel, and then you can like dodge out of the way or like block if you're a paladin or something. You could use certain kinds of so you can use all abilities and all spells and everything like that in battle. And then once you're back at base, you could like take components of the things you used on the field and put them together, and then you can name them whatever you wanted. So like, if you use a skill that could blind, and then you use another skill that could silence, you could take the effects of those skills and spells that you used and put them together to make a different spell or ability. You can name it whatever you wanted. So not only did you have the job system, but you had like the ability to make kind of a custom character however you wanted. So like I had a character that knew how to throw flashbangs because it was I just took a thing that was a combination of blindness and silencing and stuff, and there you go. And then now you throw an attack that was like a flashbang, stuff like that. So you could combine all sorts of stuff like that. So the creativity was high with Final Fantasy Explorers. The problem with Final Fantasy Explorers is that it did get a little repetitive, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure if that's a problem with the genre itself, with the Monster Hunter genre, but I thought that after a while it did get a little bit repetitive. Which was too bad, because I really did like the game. A lot of potential there. It didn't sell very well, so I don't know if there'll be another sequel, which is just unfortunate, because there's great ideas there. Next up, Salt and Sanctuary. Honorable mention. Game that I didn't know much about until I heard a streamer talk about it, Lobos talk about it, and I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. And I liked it more than I thought I would. Again, not a big fan of the art style personally, but they successfully pulled off a 2D Dark Souls, and that's not an easy thing to do. Plus, I at the point where when I played Salt and Sanctuary, I was like pining for an Igavania game really badly, and Bloodborne. I mean,
Salt and Sanctuary.
Bloodstained is still a year or so out from this point. So, Salt and Sanctuary is a great little stopgap for Igavania, if nothing else. And the third honorable mention I have, not top 5, but still very good, Kirby Planet Robobot. That, if you like Kirby games, that game it's up there with one of the best. Like, we're talking about Superstar Saga. We're talking Triple Deluxe. It's that level of good, The concept of Kirby has all of his powers. He actually released at least new ones, a couple new ones for Robobot. They have Doctor and Poison as his new powers. That's including the ones that have from the older games, like like Archer and Fighter and stuff like that. And the main gimmick here is Kirby finds a mech that he can jump into, and you're like, okay, well, that's kind of a neat little thing. It's like, okay, you're to mech, right? This mech also has Kirby's powers, so you can absorb enemies while in the mech, and the mech transforms into whatever power that it would usually give Kirby. So it's like basically doubling the amount of powers you have. So your standard guy can just like punch things, but as soon as you absorb a fire guy, he gets dual flamethrowers, and he can like shoot up and down. He can like spread flames on the ground and stuff. You can absorb a psychic monster, and you can become basically like robot Ness and shoot balls of energy everywhere. It's just super cool. And the ending of not only Robobot, but the last few games have been just like Bayonetta levels of insane. Like, spoilers in Robobot, Kirby's mech gains like superpower. Like, he just like super absorbs things. And to beat the final boss, he absorbs the halberd, and you become a giant like mech robot, like spaceship, and you go out into space and you fight like a planet-sized machine monster that has like with tentacles and stuff, and you blow it up. Right? Turns out it actually has a shell inside of it, and it's being like mind controlled by other things. It's just and you gotta charge up a meter like in the final fight.
Check that out.
That eventually.
Everywhere now. Take a closer look.
Oh, trigger another thing.
What do you say we pull over for a minute?
My throat's bone dry.
In the final fight, you have to get up a bar that eventually you fire that. It's like a plant busting laser beam, right? And it just pierces right through this robot. It's awesome. In addition to that, there's actually a good amount of lore in Robobot, which, I mean, Kirby games always have this really cool thing where they have little bits of lore, like tiny little scintillas of lore. But in this game, they do a thing where it's like, here's some lore in the main game. Then you go through the game again on a harder difficulty, and there's even more lore. So like you find out like the actually backstories about like the main villain and stuff like that. It's really cool. Not only that, but Kirby is always well known for little mini games that they put in the game. One of them is like a little like 2D RPG battle thing, which is neat. You know, you can play like 4 characters, and each of them has a class. So man, Robobot was a very good Kirby game. If you're into Kirby, that's excellent. Okay, top 5 of best of the year. However,
I just like to guess first. Don't tell me because I want it to be revealed. I'm just guessing. DS in no particular order. DS3, 15, World of Final Fantasy. Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
And another one I can't think of. Probably.
She's a little different.
Certainly doesn't fit.
What's another game you played a lot this year? No, those are just my 4. I can't think of your 5th one right now.
What's the plan?
Well, suffice it to say, a frontal assault would be ill-advised. Again, stealth is our friend. We enter the base undetected and cripple it one target at a time. Are you ready? We enter
have you saved in a while?
of darkness and withdraw.
I mean, it's probably fine because you have auto saves. But okay, so top 5 here is really hard. Really hard, because all 5 of these games I adore. Like, they're all very close to each other. So there's no clear ranking for me, honestly. But I want to give it just try to do it in order. Number 5.
There are generators that fortify Magitech troopers.
I guess
take them out, and the enemy won't be nearly
would be
as fearsome.
Current Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
Is number 5.
Oh, it's also gonna guess Pokemon.
Okay. Final Fantasy 15 is very good right now. Battle system surprised me to be much better than I thought it would be. I mean, I thought the game would be okay, but I didn't think it would be as good as it is.
So they're sleeping?
Take care to avoid detection. If a trooper is alerted to our presence, it will awaken its fellows.
But it's a good battle system. Century Grade leaves something to be desired. It's just summons I think are not that strategic. I like some more magic to be in the game. Different sort of like traditional Final Fantasy magics. You can turn the searchlight off.
Oh, I can? Let's operate it. Oh. I love how no one cares. That a searchlight just got turned off.
What was that noise?
Whose footprints are these? I saw Warp Kill. Is that guy? Oh, he's manning it. Always jumping.
Jumping could probably be changed to a different button, you know, in 15. But I can't. I also kind of want to leave it open for the fact that, you know, like there are patches coming. I know the kind of troubles that the game went through. There was a guy on. It may have been on like NeoGAF or 4chan or something, but anyway, he posted a leak like months and months ago. I didn't read because I didn't want to get spoiled. And you're not sure if it's true or not, right? So you don't want to risk it. So people reposted what the guy said, and it pretty much was all accurate. Like to have what happens in the story, how the game plays, and all that. So that same guy was talking about like what happened during development, the issues that the game had. The game had to come out before 2017. There was like a deadline that Tabata was given by the higher ups. Nomura originally intended the game to be a trilogy, and Tabata was put on board as the new director and told, make the game one game, make the story one game. By the way, finish it before 2017.
All right.
So, you know, there's some issues with the story and stuff that they tried to fix via the environmental storytelling, which I think is relatively effective. But they're already patching in. They're going to patch in the future some more like cutscene and stuff that will help the story out more. But they said that, you know, because it's going to take time to like do the voice acting and actually make the cutscenes, right? It's going to be some time. But
man, I wish I could see. I don't know if this is the last one or not.
But yeah, so Final Fantasy 15 is very good. It's better than, and I was concerned that it might not be as good, especially because of you know 13, the trilogy of 13 set a bad precedent. But no, it's good. So that's number 5. Number 4, I guess, would be.
It's all of them, I think.
Yeah, I guess. Some C4 on there by putting your finger to it.
Alright, next.
Good job.
That's cool.
Caught once.
Oh, now I gotta wipe him out. Oh! Dropships on dropships on dropships!
To meet again so soon, Highness.
How are you still alive, Loki?
Maybe he ejected. First time.
Man!
Surrender now.
He did pull a 13!
Jerks. Loki and Caligo, commanders of the Imperial Army.
Can I kill them now? Because that'd be really cool.
Here's the Imperial Army.
This is our chance to settle the score. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh, these are high level, be careful. These assassins are pretty deadly characters, so you gotta watch it. Your rates for tactic might not work so well against them.
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
I now just noticed what health I was at.
Yeah, because you were hyper armoring through all that.
How about this is probably safer if I just do this?
Everyone form up!
Sure. Right on. Yeah, huh?
Snipers first. Okay, continue.
Okay, so number 4. Again, these are all these 5 for me are very close. This was a good year for me. Barely second. Barely second.
Wow, that high up.
Number 4. It's what I want in a Final Fantasy game. It's got the job system. It's got the sub-job system. It's got a good story. The characters I care about. There's this thing. There's this mechanic in the game where you choose. It's a recurring theme in the game where you have to choose between two options. It can be a little contrived at times because it's like you either want to do this or this, and like one's like you either want to save these people or not save these people, or like save these people. And it's like, can I just save both of them? But you're given one option or the other, and that changes how people react to you, as well as what job you actually unlock.
If they don't mow us down,
So it kind of encourages New Game Plus as well. But it's just got a great thing going on for it. It's like it's like yeah, it's a Final Fantasy that, you know, 13 should have been, you know.
All right.
Got hit by that stray missile.
Come on. Oh no! Oh!
We got stomped on.
What happened? Come on! Guys, you are useless! Prompto. Thank you, buddy. Now that half my HP bar is gone.
So, yeah. Solid. Number 3. We Pokemon Sun and Moon. As I've already expressed.
It isn't over yet. When will it end?
There's more coming. Look in the sky.
Oh yeah, there's like a whole bunch. Gladio, you can probably have a antidote, buddy.
Yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon, number 3. Best game of the year. It does Pokemon the way I love it.
You see that was number 1?
Number 3.
Okay.
It does Pokemon the way I loved it, but it does everything better. And it makes it more convenient to level guys and to get their EVs where they are. They actually, this first time they've ever introduced this, introduced a method to actually change their IVs, which is incredibly nice. All you need to do now is just increase, make a system where you can change their natures, and it would be boss. It'd be great. They added new sort of ideas about making bosses and making like cool, creative Pokemon that are in the form of Ultra Beasts, which are awesome. Yeah. Still playing it now. Get to beat all the post game. Number 2 would be World of Final Fantasy. So take my number 4 and my number 3 and put them together, and that's World of Final Fantasy. It's just amazing. Like, and the funny thing is, like, I think I've only out of my top 5, I think I may have only beaten beaten the post game of only one of the top 5 for me. Because what's been happening is I've been getting distracted by the other one on the top 5. Like 15.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I've been playing 15 because I'm playing 15. I haven't been playing World of Final Fantasy. I haven't played World of Final Fantasy. I haven't been playing Pokemon. It's awesome. But World of Final Fantasy is just like take Final Fantasy and take Pokemon and just put them together. Give it all the strategy you can. Lovely.
This time the pleasure will be mine.
These dudes are hard. And mostly Caligo. His Magitech armor is the worst. One of the only problems with World of Final Fantasy that I can think of, like, World of Final Fantasy is a great game. One of the only problems is that there's no New Game Plus, which is a shame because I would love to have used all of the like monsters I capture in a new game and like go through the game again with a different sort of build. But there's no New Game Plus at all, which is a real shame. And World of Final Fantasy also has a few like doubles. Like some monsters won't be unique. They'll just be like they'll have different abilities, but they'll be like the same monster but just like a different color. It doesn't happen too often, but it's enough to be like I wish that it was a little bit different. Those are my only 2 complaints about the game. Everything else about it is great. And number 1, I had to give it Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, understandable.
As much as I loved all the honorable mentions and the games that I already talked about, Dark Souls 3, it just, oh man, how do I explain it? Like the Dark Souls series has made me love action RPGs. Like I've played Kingdom Hearts before. And there you go. That's actually working great. Yeah, that might actually be the way to do it. I didn't use this thing at all when I fought them.
You can't do this to me. This is until I say it is.
Try to like find things that might be a weapon.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, there's one. So Dark Souls 3 like helped me to appreciate action RPGs. Like I appreciate 15 more because I played Dark Souls. See, this is a strategy I didn't think to do. This is a good idea. These guys were super hard for me because I wasn't just throwing any of the weapons. That's the one. That's the move right there. This little like that. It was ridiculous. It was wrecking my face. Yeah. So Dark Souls as a series and Dark Souls 3 was like an improved Dark Souls 1 experience, right? And it made me appreciate the games better now. You know? I may not even like 15 if I hadn't played Dark Souls beforehand. Who knows? But
it's possible.
Because before Dark Souls, I was really pretty much outside of Kingdom Hearts, I was strictly a turn-based RPG guy.
Yep.
So I have to kind of give it to Dark Souls 3 because not only because of what it is what it is at base, which is a very, very good game that I love, but it also kind of does even better and peaks even further than the other games because it's just a game that taught me to like games better, I guess. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
It's each hand, so you can't break it.
You're not breaking? Oh.
I might be able to. I haven't been able to get a good enough chance. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Unless that's the wrong guy.
No, it's on both of them.
Okay. No. Loki.
Well, I'm shooting his machine gun. It's not doing anything. So.
So yeah, that's what top 5. Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 15, Really Second, Pokemon Sun and Moon, World of Final Fantasy, and Dark Souls 3. Yeah.
It's a good list, man.
It's been a good year, everyone. Look, got a lot of good games out there. And if you were a fan, if you were an RPG guy this year, this was your year. Because there was at least 5 very good RPGs that came out. And then early on next year, like in January or so, we'll have Nier Automata. We'll see how that goes. It's a platinum game, so I mean, it might not be that much RPG-esque. However, I did hear from an interview that because they've been working with Square Enix on Nier, the game is more RPG-esque than the previous games that Platinum has worked on, because they've been getting like ideas from Square Enix. So maybe that might be good. You know, that's maybe a good thing for me. You just kite him around.
This is the fastest way to take them out. No, jump! I want you to jump!
They're pretty high level. They're like 10 levels higher than you. Are you gonna complain about how this game sucks?
No, the game's great. What do you mean the game sucks? I just figured out how to disable older special moves.
Yeah, but the game didn't like tell you to do that.
Oh no, I had to use my brain? Break his leg!
We know you can do that, unless you can't like break it more than once. Yeah! I'm playing Final Fantasy!
I do like that the shield actually does work. Shielding it.
Oh hey, yeah.
For machine gun fire. Bye!
How can they be so strong?
Well, I have a giant machine gun, so that helps. Oh!
Hey, it's your machine gun too. Oh, I think you did which one. Good job.
Found it. Did it. Let's just let the guns cool off here. Ah! An unexpected outcome. I am now dead, but not really. Maybe those are unmanned and he's just using speakers.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
But wasn't Loki in the first one? He showed that he was in it, I thought. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with the armor cloud.
See, I might be
armor cloud, iron cloud,
proud cloud, proud cloud was the mistranslation in 7. So yeah, you got the Magitech suit, I think it was, from one of the.
I'm sure I did.
Hmm?
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, you did. Man, we talked about a lot of games today, but yeah. We'll see. I'm still a little bit wary about Nier Automata. There's a demo coming out on Thursday. I'll download it and check it out. We'll see. Again.
Where is it?
At the bottom, I think. There's Magitech Shield. Plus 1,000 HP, plus 60 defense.
What else I get?
You got a Magitech Core, which is an item. It's not an
Okay.
accessory. It's the still beating heart, quote unquote, of a Magitech Trooper. Yeah. It's funny, actually, like, talking about it, I surprisingly did like Robobot quite a bit. Like, as I was talking about it, I was like, wow, this actually really is a good game. Again, it's only if you like Kirby, and the game does get pretty hard. If you really want to 100% it, it's sort of like one of those kinds of games where
yes, and I have more HP than Gladio.
Nice.
Max HP.
Strange engine.
Did it?
All right, go kill that behemoth for the perfect cup.
It's gonna be the easiest kill of all time because behemoths are the easiest animals to kill.
They're not.
They are. Did you not see me just machine gun an entire army?
You were using a machine gun.
Yeah. And you know what that means? Maybe assault rifles should be a weapon category.
I think Loki and Caligo, I think they're just like, I don't think they have like a big story or anything. They're just like generals.
Really impressed me
like,
today. With her outfit?
Imperial generals.
Yeah, that
generals.
too. It's just, I always had this impression that the Empire
was
nothing but jerks.
They even call sense to it. It's like, yeah, she was wearing like kind of like a slutty outfit for a soldier.
Okay with the raid on
yeah.
Ask her yourself.
I was like, at least maybe they're not self-aware. So that means like Cindy is dressed like a super hoe to them, right?
You know.
Hey, it's Behemoth.
Big enough. Let's go. We can't lose this battle.
We need the meat.
We can't run away either.
It's true, we do need the meat.
And so we don't get any. Behemoth.
Oh, he's only level 35. Easy parried. Easy. Parried. Easy. Oh yeah, it's no damage. Oh man.
You rang?
And 600 damage to him with daggers each slice.
I know.
Parried.
But yeah, Kirby's one of those games where if you want to go through the game, just the story and all that, you're fine, right? Try going through the true arena. There's usually a true arena in most Kirby games, and it's like a boss rush, basically. And at the end of the boss rush, it's usually like an optional boss that you can only fight at the end of the boss rush. And it's just definitely designed to push yourself to the brink, or find a cheesy way to do it to kill the bosses. Because there are some cheese strats in Kirby.
There's cheese strats in everything.
Yeah. I'm okay with cheese strats.
Yeah,
I'm happy with them, you know, because they're things that, you know, if you find them too cheesy, stop using them. And
Sorry to rip this up.
Oh, my leg!
Nice work, Gladio.
I can't show affection.
Well, Gladio does it a different way. He's like a, you know, man's man.
Uh-oh. Is this like gonna be like the King Behemoth that you get halfway done their fight and then they full heal and then they full buff and they wipe you instantly and lightning guys and you have to restart?
I'm just gonna tell you, that only ever happens in 13.
Good.
Every other Final Fantasy doesn't do that. They do have a little surprise when you kill them.
They explode.
Most behemoths. Might as well, the explosion, yeah.
Show no mercy.
Gladly.
What did I tell you about behemoths, dude? Look at this. What this is.
It's 5 levels below you.
Easiest thing I've ever faced. Every behemoth. Every Final
Look at your perfect dodges, huh?
Yeah, man. Gladio, I was about to use your Dawn Hammer. Stop dying. Stop dying.
I mean, perfect.
Can't wait to slap this baby on the grill.
Yeah, but good luck eating
Okay,
it.
so
What are we waiting for? Let's get to camp and get cooking.
why it's not exploding yet?
Oh no, not this one. But I'm just saying, in
high five.
In past Final Fantasy games, there's a high level kind of behemoth that will use a finale attack.
This behemoth has like post-mortem telekinesis.
Whoa.
I actually can't move, so I have to wait till.
Why can't?
Oh, I could. I just couldn't.
Jump.
Enjoy your cup noodles at camp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude! I can actually go for some cup noodles. Not now, because I'm still full from there.
Stuff from there.
That was good burrito, dude.
Yes, it was.
But like, I'd go for some cup noodles like tomorrow sometime. I just feel like
you're gonna get cup noodles basically in the form of chow mein.
No, I don't. Chicken fried rice is better than chow mein.
Oh, sorry, right? You get rice every time.
Because rice is better.
I disagree, but I like rice too.
What if I just chose to not eat it? To not eat the behemoth?
I mean, imagine it would be too tough. Cup noodles with the behemoth round in it. Like he's all muscle. This is why they don't.
Well, they just tenderized him. So
there it is.
Looks good.
Yeah. Wait, let's look at the pictures though. Let's see what we got. There's one here I think you might like.
Too hot.
It's steaming still. Yeah, you don't want to just glaze it. Cup noodle.
And they're eating it with forks.
This is actually
that's very un-Japanese.
The guy who leaked it said like this is one theory that he had was that they had to make the game before 2017 because their sponsorship deals were running out. And they're like, we have to make the game, otherwise we're going to be in big trouble with sponsors. We're going to have to pay them a bunch more money and all of this. Oh wait, to make sure you go through all of them.
Sad Gladio.
I hadn't seen that one before.
Hey, this one's pretty good. I know. I dig it too. I likes. Quit it.
Oh, it's not in here.
What?
In my game, there's a picture of just the cup noodles on a table.
See, my prompt was above Instagramming pictures of what he's eating.
I thought you'd be like, oh, I want this one. All the memories. And it's just a picture of cup noodle.
Cup
just
noodle
like
with
on
behemoth meat.
Oh boy.
You know something? Going through all that trouble to make our own custom cup, it's made me appreciate cup noodles even more.
Perhaps we truly can't improve upon perfection.
Yes.
It's not about finding the single best ingredient. It's about crafting that perfect blend of meat, egg, and shrimp. That harmony of flavors is key.
You're right. Makes you appreciate how delicious these noodles really are. I know I sure do.
Wow! Reaction! Did you hear Noctis's reaction?
Wow! Man, hammer home that freaking...
I'm so glad that you decided to do this quest.
Hammer home that sponsorship.
Noctis.
I love cup noodles.
I know I sure do, says Noctis. Ray, you gotta just say though, Ray Chase, the guy who plays Noctis here, the guy does an amazing job voice acting. Later on in the game, you know, he really sells the dramatic if he needs to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's impressive. Oh boy, out of all the ones to choose to do, I'll do this one. It's good. So yeah, I guess that was our list, eh?
I wonder how far into development before they were like, yo, let's make a cup noodle quest.
Well, I may have said this before, but like Tabata
loves cup noodles.
He loves cup noodles.
He was going to do that.
Yeah, he ate every day, almost every day when he was in college. He said that if he wasn't working on games, he would have made cup noodles. That was like he loved him. So, I guess that was just a thing, you know. Yeah.
Or Cindy. RNA or Cindy? Oh, wow. Okay,
You just think about it, Prompto? What about Cindy?
I've no doubt both of them can wait.
Oh! It's definitely Cindy, right? She's never tried to kill you.
Exactly. You don't know what RNA is thinking, you know?
This game is fun.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's a fun game.
You know?
If one game on your top 5 list,
yes,
that you could have me try out of all of them, which game would you want me to try the most?
Well, I mean, you tried Dark Souls 3.
Or which one you would want me to like the most? Like if I wouldn't already like it.
World of Final Fantasy.
I probably think it's okay.
It's not high on the you know, exploration level or anything like that, but each dungeon's got a little hidden area. And another thing about World of Final Fantasy that I can mention is like they did this weird thing. I'm not sure how this happened in the production, but like you'll be going along and there's like a cutscene that's like rendered in engine, right? And then suddenly there'll just be like an anime cutscene, and then they'll just cut back to in-game in engine. It's really weird. Don't know why they did that way, but.
Did you just hear what Prompto said?
No.
Prompto's like, I can't wait to eat some of Iris' cooking, and Ignis like, I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
And then he says it's different when
a girl cooks for you. Yeah.
Is that true? I don't know. When Fiddle cooks for you.
Yes! Because she's in chat, I have to say yes.
Okay, you cook mostly, right?
I don't cook mostly. I cook probably about 30% of the time.
No.
I would cook more, I just don't live there yet. So,
right.
Let's talk about Cindy Brock.
Let's get a shot with the lighthouse. Hair blowing in the breeze. We'll be seaside supermodels.
Sure.
Seaside supermodels it is, then. Oh, yeah! Seaside supermodels!
Alright. Some free XP here.
Mm-hmm. And a picture of all the guys, so that'll be nice.
Mostly for the free XP.
Good call. Now it's picture time.
Yeah, what's picture time? Yeah, World of Final Fantasy. If you would like that, you would like fully appreciate turn-based and I think and just like the tactical aspect of it. But you know, I think you already like turn-based because it's barely default.
And Iris showed up at the last one.
She's blocking. Oh, why did you say that picture? It was so funny. Not just was blocking Prompto, and Iris was blocking Ignis. It was amazing.
I'll do a quest for you. Oh.
Tend to the garden.
Oh, did you check out the elevator? It takes you right down to the dock. Good news, Noct. Our garden is up and running. So, Noct, you gonna put your green thumb to the test?
And do what with it?
Grow vegetables? You can eat them or sell them if you want.
Fine. So what do I do?
It all starts
Fine,
with a
so I
seed.
do.
Here, try these.
Oops.
So I can plant now.
There's some stuff in the house, by the way. You didn't go in there. And...
I didn't even see you living off the land.
At the bottom.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It says do this.
There's also an item off by the well.
Hmm?
There's an item by that well there.
Go ahead and sell that bad boy.
Well, that's an item you can use to upgrade one of your weapons.
Go ahead and sell that bad boy.
Or okay.
That's what you do with Titanite shards. You sell them all.
Yeah. Right, with like chunks, you mean? That's the equivalent of a chunk right there.
Yeah,
like
let's
glass gemstone.
sell them.
Okay. Music here is nice.
How you doing, Talcott?
Good, Prince Noctis.
Nice cactar.
What's that there?
Oh,
Cactuar?
This thing? It's a cactar figurine. I really like cactuars.
Oh.
You can buy them in different places and in different colors. I want to finish the collection, but I still need a yellow one and a blue one. I guess you wouldn't have seen them at any shops. Have you?
I had them by the time I got to this point in the game. I just bought one of everything. I assumed, oh, it's a key item, so I'll just buy one because I might need it for something.
But I will from now on. If I see the colors you're missing, I'll grab them for you.
Really?
No, go back in. There's more, and like up the stairs and stuff.
I think it's funny to walk away from.
Yeah, you were leaving.
Are you
The
asleep?
item there.
And there's a regalia crit. Great. So useful. Move! You know, just where they put all the video game items.
In the kitchen?
Like slightly behind a waist-high, like waist-high thing.
Oh yeah.
Track down the cactuars for him.
Yeah, we'll find them. Whatever.
It's a pretty grown-up hobby for a little guy.
Was it?
Collecting?
Collecting little figurines?
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, maybe if you're a nerd.
Yeah.
You know? Like us.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
a question mark over there.
I'm sure it's Cindy.
Or it's Cat.
Sure is a cat.
Oh good, more of those coins.
Huh? Hey, you're the cat we saw in Galdin.
The same cat.
Oh, your paws sure brought you a long way from home, little guy. You must be hungry after all that walking. No restaurants around, though. Wonder if anyone around here knows a thing or two about cat food.
Why don't you try asking Monica?
She mentioned having kept several cats back home.
Wow, and she never gave off a crazy cat lady vibe. I hope we don't have to go all the way back to Gaul.
Nope.
Especially after
You don't have to consult with her. All you have to do is, you know that lady at the very beginning, beginning of the trail, up to Cape Kayam. There's a lady by like her truck. She sells gourmet cat food. That's how you do that quest. So.
It's free XP.
Easy as.
Free XP. Sick follow-up. Stuck the landing.
So did you as you rolled off the side.
Dude, I got so much health.
Maybe you shouldn't be so selfish and greedy and take all the health for yourself. Your Magitech shield.
Who else would I give it to? Prompto?
Yeah, because he's always dying. He has no HPs.
Nah.
Bum, 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 bum.
The Imperial High Commander. Heard he's been swaggering about.
Hello there.
You missed that, didn't you?
Yep. It was luxury cat food, and it's 20,000 gil.
Yes.
Woo! Okay. What did they say?
That can sure put us.
They said. So I hear that Imperial commander has been lugging around His Majesty's sword. So Rebus has Regis' sword, and you're kind of like wondering, like, why is that? Well, I think the mission the game tells you while you're on your way to Altitia, or not. I'll say if they don't explain it, but yeah, just a little thing like, hey, it's kind of weird. He has a sword. Was he there at during the invasion? And he was.
Okay.
He was, but he wasn't. He was not involved in the murder of King Regis.
Too bad.
He was there for a different reason.
To murder someone else you love.
No, he wanted the Ring of the Lucii.
You better savor every last morsel, buddy.
Do you know some?
There cost us a fortune.
You really got a soft spot for animals, don't
Do you know some? He's got like Rebus has like an armored like gauntlet arm thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you noticed that or not, but
No.
he has like he's wearing like a false King Olent style outfit.
Yeah.
But then he's got like an arm, like a gauntleted arm and stuff, right? It's because he lost his arm in the invasion of Insomnia because he.
Nice.
Because he tried to put on, he found the Ring of Lucii, tried to put it on, and it burned his arm off. Because he was found unworthy.
Cool.
So.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty metal.
Yeah.
A dog! Umbra!
It's Umbra.
Got it.
Got it. Okay. Oh, you went with the romantic one.
Yep.
We've almost caught up with her now.
Yep. How far along am I in the story?
A good ways now.
Percentage.
Well, there's 15 chapters. 14 to 15 chapters, and you're on chapter 9 right now.
Okay. Pretty short then.
Yep.
Main quest.
Yeah, main quest. And I guess, is that really so different from, like, you know...
It's different from early Final Fantasy games, right?
Like, yeah,
7's quest is like 40 hours long.
That's the whole game, right?
Yeah.
So
this is more of an open world.
Yeah, kind of thing. And
style.
Plus, not only that, but...
Look, Prince Noctis.
Yeah.
Marshall came to
Trouble development makes it so a lot of things kind of go fast near the end of the game. A lot of the games really happens all really fast because they were running out of time. It's sad because they could have had more time to make the game super good, you know.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there for your father. I swore an oath to protect the king, but I wasn't strong enough to uphold it.
Ain't nothing nobody could have done to stop what happened.
Yeah. I realize that.
But you need to realize just what you mean to the boys by your side.
I do.
Even if they can't solve your problems, you can't hide what's going on from them. It hurts like hell. Remember, those ain't your bodyguards. They're your brothers. trust in them, always.
Until they betray you.
Yeah, maybe you should trust them. Remember, like, when Prompto's like, hey, we should stay at a hotel, and you're like, no, idiot! And then I get the cool cutscene.
Yeah, it's true.
Stop giving me magic flasks. I don't freaking care about your magic flasks. Boat time. Oh.
Waiting
Talk to
for an
boat.
invitation? Get your asses on board.
Hey, take it easy now, Sid.
Bye. Cactos are stupid and you're stupid for liking them.
Come on, his grandpa died.
Please,
Jared.
come back soon. We need our
Push him in the water, it'll be funny.
Yeah. Count on it.
Sniped.
So he's like sailing pretty far away.
Double
so
sniped.
that's why they're really saying they're actually like waving farewell, because they're going to the other continent now.
Yeah.
So
sniped.
And the game and the game was supposed to feature like, 2 other continents, but they had to like pare down some things, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, so much HP.
Yes! Nice. Oh, wait. Go back to that one. Look at this one up close.
Yeah, it's what's her face.
Gentiana's in the picture, right? I have all the achievements for these stuff, right? If you see the picture for the first time that has her in it, you get an achievement called Divine Photobomb.
Mm.
So she'll just appear in that picture sometimes. Yeah. That's a good one. You're gonna keep that one? You're gonna keep the good one when everyone's like around, like
Cup Noodle. That's all that matters.
You're unbelievable.
Behemoth Cup Noodle.
Picture that has all our friends together in one shot.
Albert is not our friend.
Noctis receives a warm send-off as they set sail for Alticia in high spirits. The prince goes forth ostensibly to seek the blessings of the Hydrian, which will enable him to challenge the Empire's might. But his true heart's desire is to find Lunafreya, his betrothed.
She's gonna get sniped.
That's the world map, and
she's gonna get sniped.
Shut up.
Someone in this game is gonna get sniped.
Someone's
at some
gonna
point.
get sniped?
Yeah. You could not tell me that no.
It happened in 8, so
yeah.
I mean, it could happen
Who
again.
could it happen to in 8?
The villain.
Spoilers.
Maybe kind of.
Sniped?
Yeah.
By Squall.
By one of your party members named Irving. Or Irvine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he a sniper?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What?
I just think it's funny you said that, because I know who Irvine is and what happens to him and stuff.
Snipers are cool.
Tease.
Yeah, I see it now. I just thought it was fancy armor.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for
The
thinking that.
wedding day arrives, but alas, without the bride. Of course.
He also is Hemocry, whatever that is.
Hydrian.
Can't remember what it's called. He's 2 different colors.
Heterochromia.
Yeah.
Prepare.
Merely my duty.
Ah, but for an outsider to lead the Imperial army must be a battle in and of itself. You've spoken to Lady Lunafreya.
I thought he did. Maybe he doesn't.
No.
I thought he had one purple eye.
Obstinate secretary, standing in the way, while you rush off to slay the Hydrian for your poor sister's sake. I know the price of the Covenant.
I love how sleazy he is and slimy.
Okay, so what just happened there? Radius wants to kill the Hydrian.
You know, I've
And
always wanted to go sailing like this.
Not many
Luna
opportunities
wants to
living
talk to the
in
Hydrian
Zambia.
and have him
Here it's just us and the horizon.
have her give her your
It's
blessing.
amazing.
Radius wants to kill it.
We've quite a ways to go until
Maybe I should
we
push
reach
triangle right
Alticia,
now to
so
skip this entire
keep
scene.
gushing to your heart's content.
No.
When we step off the boat, we'll be in a foreign
Move the camera
country.
around.
The anticipation alone is a foreign
That's where
sensation.
you were.
Then to think this is where we
It's
were
a
headed to
big
begin
boat.
with.
We've been through a lot.
And there's still more to come.
So next on the docket is Leviathan.
What sort of deity are we dealing with?
A serpent said to embody the roar and rage of the sea.
We'll have to see for ourselves.
Can't let Lady Lunafreya do all the heavy lifting. You must be so psyched to see her.
Luna?
Yeah.
Well, we need to make sure she's alright before anything else.
Indeed. Her
Trying to
well-being
play
is
cool.
top priority.
Don't like this going down on Imperial turf.
You think Lady Lunafreya's in danger there?
The Empire did invade Lucis for the ring. I have no faith their ruthless ambitions would stop short of harming the Oracle.
Without the ring, the crystal's no more than a rock.
I suppose. Does anyone know how Lady Lunafreya came to have the ring?
It seems likely His Majesty entrusted it to her safekeeping back at the Crown City.
He gave it to her just before he
She's
died.
held onto it this whole time, all the way to Altissia.
The ring is important, and so is Leviathan. But Luna comes first.
You know,
Aw.
I was thinking back to our encounter with Ravus. Do you recall an apparatus in place of his arm?
Yeah, I remember.
Seems he lost his old one in the invasion. But in its place, he seems to have acquired new power.
Power?
That would help explain how a son of Tenebrae suddenly came to command Niflheim's army.
Now that you mention it, his strength did seem sort of supernatural. I just chalked it up to the Oracle lineage.
His ancestry may be part of it, but that alone wouldn't account for his freakish strength.
I wonder what could have happened to him.
There's a disturbing rumor about Lord Ravus has taken to brandishing His Majesty's sword.
My dad's.
Then what's the big idea behind that?
That his power's the same as the power of kings?
I cannot say for sure, but I have my doubts. Ravus wears the sword, but doesn't wear it.
For all his newfound powers, he's still the Chancellor's lapdog, holding on to the enemy king's sword like some badge of honor.
What are y'all kids talking about?
It'd help if we knew what he was after.
Who can say?
What are the odds the Empire will crash the pool party with Leviathan?
Consider it a guarantee. They felled a god to prevent Noct from receiving his blessing. They'll do so again.
But we beat him to the big guy. Thanks to our friendly guide.
Tell her
Never
wrong.
know which way that one's gonna move next.
The Chancellor has an agenda all his own.
Sometimes it helps. Like when he called off his army and let us escape.
But he was still a creep about it.
It feels like he's only helping us because he wants something. I just don't know what.
Reckon we'll see him again?
Certainly hope not.
Not your type?
No love lost for phonies.
As Gladio said, his actions are motivated not by altruism, but by self-interest. And when he does come to our aid, I see only condescension in his eyes.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Ever think you think too much?
Sometimes, but it's always preferable to the alternative.
Are we there yet?
Well, didn't you say you always wanted to go sailing?
Yeah, but all this ocean gets kind of bland after a while.
Last time I checked, it was amazing and life-changing.
Is there a reason why you're zoomed in so far?
You'll have your old man
Yeah,
bring
it's
back.
my
Okay, that's where I was when I was.
To him, it was his heritage.
Is that what my dad said?
Carrying a royal line ain't a task to be taken lightly. For a small thing, that ring can sure weigh heavy. After he became king, I only ever saw his face in the paper.
Wait, weren't you at the coronation?
No, I was long gone from the city.
You must have been invited at least.
Had a falling out of sorts with your old man. Right at the end of the trip.
You did?
I was given to understand you stayed in touch.
We buried the hatchet years later, but never talked face to face again. Should have paid a visit while I had the chance. Well, no use dwelling on it now. Got the regalia in the hold, but y'all gonna stay in Altissia for a good while, right?
Yes, we believe so.
In that case, I'll tune her up for y'all. Not that I'll have much to do, though. Well, with Cindy looking after the old girl.
If you say she's good, she must be great.
She was never afraid of hard work. Heaven knows she had a hard childhood.
A hard childhood?
He means her parents.
Lost them both when she was little. Was big enough to understand, though. And to hurt. But you wouldn't guess that, seeing her now.
Not at all. She's always so cheerful.
Well, that ought to tell you how far she's come.
Now, you must have seen your fair share of Altissia by now.
Yeah, only done been the once.
Prompto, this is where you can pry and get some information on the woman you love.
Big. Okay.
Unless you want to go for that stupid mercenary lady.
Aranea.
You'll see for yourself. Foreign lands seldom lend themselves to trite explanations.
Change of scenery ought to do you good.
Well, I'm all talked out. Can't be far to Altissia now, right?
We'll be there in no time. Nice having the wind at our backs.
Lodgings are our first order of business.
All work and no play? Makes Ignis a dull boy.
Someone has to babysit you two.
Well, you're welcome to sleep in the
It's a
wild.
Shining.
Yep.
No hotel, but I know a fella has a place.
Hey now.
Wescombe ran with Reggie and me way back when.
Oh, was he the other one in that photo with the garage?
Yep, runs himself a diner or a cafe or something. Go and see for yourselves.
Sure. Does the place have a name?
McGee or Magoo or Mago, that's the one.
Nice.
You can count on Old West. He'll chew your ears off.
The government issued a statement promising that the reasons behind awakening the Hydrian would be clarified in a ceremonial address.
Got a signal.
Delivering the address will be Lady
Oh, hey, look,
Freya,
statues.
who was previously reported dead. This will mark her first public appearance since the violence that befell the signing ceremony.
Oh, this is cool.
Lady Luna
Yo, it's like a water bridge.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Lord knows.
That's
This
cool.
world could
Yeah,
use
isn't
some
it?
wisdom.
This seems dangerous, though.
And so it's not like much bigger than our boat. So like, what if like a super boat wants to come in?
Well, it has to be a robo super boat that gets really tall,
Yeah.
but really thin.
Does this vessel have an entry permit?
Entry permit?
Relax. I got one. Here.
That's as old as they get. Seems in order. You may pass.
I'm off the clock almost. It's, you know. Yeah, this is a really neat little looking place.
Prepared in advance.
This is where Dave Fennoy is, right?
30-odd years ago.
That's what the guy meant by old.
Lucky us, huh?
That could have ended badly.
That seems dangerous.
Look, this is what happens when you got water everywhere. You know, you gotta make.
It just seems dangerous. What if a boat, like, it's like pushed off? You can land on the house.
Like it's moving the waterfall because the waterfall
Yeah.
will push it over, like push it.
It's a cool looking area.
It's it's really nice. So this is the Venice area.
All right, well, perfect timing because it is time. Why can't I save?
Well, we should probably go a little bit before we head into town. There's a little more to do.
This is
You have to
not
get
the way.
past like customs basically.
What's next? Immigration? What do you mean?
Sir, what is the purpose of your visit?
Purpose, Ignis, a little help?
Utterly hopeless. We are scholars of the culinary arts, and we've come to study the renowned cuisine of your fair nation.
Is that so? I wish you an enlightening stay.
Another one you owe me.
Darn it!
What?
Well, I didn't do that. I asked Sid to help me.
What does he say?
He's like, come on, man. And he just like pays him, he just like bribes him. And then he takes money from out of your account and says, hey, you still owe me that money. So he just takes the money out of your
We'll even make it in time
wallet.
for tea.
So Ignis said it just was like, oh, utterly hopeless. Well, you see, we're here for this.
Charisma check 20.
Yeah, exactly. That's Ignis, right?
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back on Tuesday with even more Final Fantasy 15.
And where things start getting crazy because now we're on board to the end of the game.
Yo, this man, that is a man from the diner.
Yeah, he's wearing a suit though. He's on vacation.
He's all over. Wow, he's over here, and he's apparently really like not super impressed to see Prompto.
No.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
See you later.